my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, scene basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Having showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the be sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Rolling with the mafia, mafia, mafia. Rolling with the mafia, mafia, mafia. Rolling with the mafia, mafia, mafia. Rolling with the mafia, mafia. King me like it's checkers, yes sir, guessing I am fresher than the pageant dresser, sexer in my lacking stretcher, strapped up like a western movie, dressed in Gucci. Check the tag and say that you can't see me like the bad guy on Inspector Gadget, classic bastard hazard lights. How I move them to the side, move it over if you try. Super soaker, coolie high, cold cheese with me, Velveeta, hell weeder, chance but we don't sell sneakers. We'll beat them and just violate them, just cause I am great, annihilate them like annihilator. Sour David likes annihilate the sister, wish that I can date her. Piston shooter, I'm a prince, I'm the ruler, I exist. I am cooler than a picnic, optimistic with these flows, that's why I'm gifted. Biscuit biscuits, I got no check the statistics. I'm a pro, it's futuristic, do the business. I'm the show you superstitious, stupid bitches looking sick, they gotta go. Rolling with the mafia, mafia, mafia. 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 Woo! 100, nigga, these my little tights. Boy, could drop the whole tab, bitch, the price is right. Rolling with the mafia, Costa Nostra, need a high dosage. I'm the bomb, like a flower lotus, hotter than global warming. Gas, I got marijuana smoking, cause it's very potent. Got your bitch, she super soaking, wetter than the ocean, hotter than the bitch. Mortal Kombat flow, Luke Kane, he ain't got these kicks, he ain't hot as this. Put him in the pot, bet he won't smell like this. He ain't dope like this, he got strings, but he can't flow like this. Rolling with the mafia, mafia, mafia. 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 Woo!
Suckers to have thicker skin. I'ma always tell the truth. I'ma always tell the truth. If the truth hurts your feelings, that's a problem, that's on you. Brittle heart motherfuckers. So sensitive, sensitive. Oh, you niggas so sensitive, sensitive. Oh, la la la, la la la.
Both of them didn't look good in their last fight. In fact,
exact. But the caveat was Canelo is fully acclimated to this weight. He's an undisputed champion. He's the lineal champion of this division. So that had me thinking that was going to be that was it. That was it. That's all. That was all the convincing that I needed. So salute to my champ for proving me wrong. Being proven wrong ain't no thing. That doesn't bother me, man. It just doesn't. So if Vergil goes in here and get knocked out like my man was, like the homies is down there saying,
yeah, Mills, you my guy. Mills, you my guy, but your eye test is fucked up, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Your eye test is fucked up. No, nobody listen to Mill on his eye test. His eye test is fucked up.
I'm gonna have to start getting at the homies real quick. I'm
gonna have to start getting at the homies. Hey, can I? Okay, so if that fight happens, fuck the fact that we don't have to bet who will win. I'll bet you 120 push-ups straight on camera that shit's not competitive. Let's bet on that. If it gets made.
That is not competitive?
That it won't be competitive. It won't be competitive at all.
I'm with that. With
Vergil and Boost, that shit's not gonna be competitive.
I got 150.
They're not gonna give up there. See this happen to Look at Sam Lester. Oh my jeez, what a belly. Oh my God. This is 53. Bare bones trying to bust up your opponent. That's look at this. Lesnar looking to open up Orton with those. My
Another throw outside. The whole match through and through. Look at the back kick, Eddie Guerrero. Beast Brock Lesnar. Look at how, with ease, he lifts Roman Reigns off his feet. Well, he's got to be smiling ear to ear tonight. Did you see that? Look at this. From base. But now Lesnar. Lesnar back to his feet.
Cole, look at this.
Look at the strength of that animal.
He's in a world of trouble here.
Can you believe 500-pound superplex? Lesnar the champion. Oh my God! He a belly thrust. Oh my God! This ridiculous strength, tossing the door.
That's what it is. I just don't want no influence like the ref get in there and stop the fight for some reason and don't give a motherfucker a chance, some shit like that. That's all I'm saying.
It's team takeover all day, man. Team takeover all day.
Yeah, I'm with the takeover for the first time in my life.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I don't even fuck with him like that, but I'm with him on this one because he seemed like he's very sincere, that he's locked in and he learned. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Man, y'all just rock.
What's up, bro? Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you, man. I have a lot of respect for you. You're a great fighter. I definitely want to get a fight in with you in the future. I seen Opetaia right there. It was good interaction. I have a lot of respect for Opetaia. I got no bad words for him, but I let him know that we're definitely going to get that fight in the future. Seeing him in person made me want that fight even more. So we got a lot of good things in the future coming, man. You only want to fight the back. I'm looking forward to it. Me and him doing a lot.
About 11 in the morning with a message from him. Yo, Jay, I hired you, as my manager, and if you think I should fight him, I'll fight him. So it was then where, I was celebrating, because I'm like, whoa, we finna get Diego. So I called the people at HBO, and they told me they didn't have a date. They wouldn't have a date to next year or something like that. And it was then I decided to use some of my record label talents. I had to build my record company without having video, without having radio, just pulling publicity stunts. So I told Florida, I said, here's what we're going to do. Lennox Lewis and David Tour was fighting at the Mandalay Bay. I say, during the press conference, I'm hearing Diego's supposed to come to that fight. I say, during the press conference, we're going to surround Diego. I'm going to have the homies to surround Diego. And I want you to come and just push him, and we're going to stop the fight, right? It ain't going to be no free fight, but you go and get your push in on him. We're going to stop it. We're going to steal the show. That was my objective. And that came to fruition. We went and stole the show at the press conference. That was Saturday night. Sunday, we was on the front page of the Las Vegas Time, and Monday or Tuesday, I called them and they said, "Oh, we got a date for you." So the rest
I love that you're telling me this, because I always wonder.
Yeah.
I always wonder when I see those kind of altercations, how many of those are coordinated by a wise man who understands publicity?
Quite a few, I would say.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Told you what I was gonna do to you, man. You come up here, let me show you.
I never fucked anybody over in my life. Didn't have it coming. You got that?
Oh, I mean, I don't take anything personal.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
No, come on, man.
That piece of shit up there, I never liked him. I never trusted him.
I think you speak from the heart.
Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Okay. You fuck with me. You fucking with me back. Go ahead, take your fucking bullet. You think I'm coming with better? Take your fucking bullet. Go ahead.
I don't like to lose.
I think the world see it now. Why I'm so confident we get it done.
I want to fight him, bro, because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good. He makes shit look better than what it is.
The same thing that we talked about we were going to do in the DM before you picked Jermaine.
2026, we're doing it.
Promise? Remember,
you promised. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it. Good luck, handle that business, okay? All right.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? Huh? He got hit with a brick. Huh? Debo might get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins and Spanish people. Nah, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you gonna figure out what's gonna happen. You gonna get hit with a brick. And I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Hit with a brick. Hit. Belt, nigga. So organic, so genuine. Pick on me. I want you to pick on me. Tell Debo come this way. What you talking about? You know what Craig did to him. Hey, where the hell Debo at? Talk all that shit, man. Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Where Devin at? Where Debo? You ain't see him? He hiding from me. Hot man. Debo! Hey, Debo! Where the hell you at, man? What you doing? Hey, where's Debo? We looking for you. We on the block. Debo got hit with a brick. Y'all already know how I'm coming. Yeah. Debo, where you at? He's scared of this brick.
Referee's eyes have been fixated. Just like that, knockout victory for Jamal Harvey in round 2.
Gene Kane. Where's he at? I got Shaw, turn around.
What's good with the family, man? What's popping? It's CamJNetwork. Sorry, but not sorry. Boxing talk, man, because we unapologetic about the boxing talk over here, man. Most definitely, man. Welcome to the show today, man. Most definitely. Make sure y'all smash that like button. We got 41 people in the building, man. 26 likes. Nasty work. Hit that like button, man. If y'all have not did so, it helps us in the algorithm push this content to the masses out here on YouTube. So please and thank you. Please hit that like button. It's very important to do so. Most definitely, man. It's free to do so, by the way. And most definitely, if you are new to the channel, man, subscribe to the channel. Most definitely, man. We headed towards 1,200 subs right now, closing in on that. And the goal is to push to get 2K, man. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. I promise you will definitely enjoy the content, man. Most definitely. And as well, show love in the Cash App, $ CamJNetwork, man. Because y'all know your boy grinding, man. We back at it, man. Yesterday's show, fire show yesterday. Fire show. The reason why it was long because of the conversation. Like, that's why, like, the show was lengthier than, you know what I'm saying, it was originally supposed to be, because we had great conversation yesterday, man. Great conversations, man. Appreciate, 2 Cents Boxing, my brother T Hill, Stillmatic, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Jamil from YSM Sports Media, my brother Ohio Runs Boxing, And man, it was just a fire conversation yesterday. We talked about so many things within the sport of boxing, man. And if y'all watched that show yesterday, definitely one of the best shows that we've had, and for sure, definitely yesterday. That was just all day high level boxing talk yesterday. High level boxing talk. Like real shit. That was real live high level boxing talk that we had yesterday, man. And I really enjoyed that. And hopefully we can have some more high level boxing talk today when we open up the panel. Most definitely today, man, for sure, man. So salute to the family, man, in the building. Let's go ahead and salute everyone in here. Salute to my brother, all things in the building, man. Y'all heard my brother, man. Smash that like button, man. Let's get up to 100 likes, man. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the goals. We got to get to 100 likes on this show, man. So definitely hit that like button, man, for sure, man. Y'all know the vibes. Salute to my brother D Lynch, B Moore's finest in the building, man. Salute to my brother D Lynch, man, for sure, man. Lee Jackson in the building, my brother, man. Salute my brother Lee Jackson in the building, man. D Free in the building, man. Salute to my brother D Free. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother and follow him on Kick, man. Most definitely, man. One of the best in the game, man, for sure. Devontae Cromwell. Salute to my brother Devontae Cromwell in the building. Sunshine Quee in the building, my beautiful sister from Texas in the building, man. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe to my sis as well if y'all not subscribed, man. Live every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time, man. Yiddy. And salute to my other beautiful sister, Miss Mona in the building. Good afternoon to my sis, Miss Mona. Salute, salute, salute. One Starness in the building. Salute to my brother One Starness in the building. Salute to my brother D1 being the first sponsor of today's show. I know my brother working, man, getting to that bag. He busy. But salute to my brother D1, man. Definitely tap in this Friday and Saturday, 2 fight parties pretty much from Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, man, because we got a lot of action this week for us fights, man. So salute to my brother D1, man. Much love to my brother, man. Getting to that bag, man, for sure. And salute to my brother Quadir in the building, man. Quadir, man. Salute, Brody. Salute. 2 Cents Boxing in the building. One of the best in the game as well. In the building. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe to my sis, man. She live tonight, 2 Cents After Dark. I already know it's gonna be on fire tonight, man. So definitely tap in with my sister tonight with 2 Cents After Dark, man, for sure. Salute to my brother Akilo in the building, man. Salute to my brother Blue 1819 in the building. Salute, brother. Cornelius Burnett 937 in the building. Salute, bro. Xavier in the building. Salute to my dog Xavier in the building. Radio Flyer in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Radio Flyer if y'all not subscribed. Eric 7 Lax in the building. Salute to my brother Eric 7 Lax in the building. On a money line in the building. Salute to my brother on a money line in the building. Trey Skills in the building. Salute to my Brody. Trey Skills in the building. B King in the building. My brother, man. Hope all is well with my brother B King, man. Salute to my brother B King in the building. Creo in the building. Yes, read the room, man. Read the room. Most definitely, man. Salute to my brother Creo in the building. Sexy Kendra in the building. My beautiful sister, Sexy Kendra in the building, man. Salute to my sis, man, for sure. Pole Pounder in the building. Salute to my dog, Pole Pounder in the building. RBS in the building. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe to my brother RBS, man. If y'all not subscribed to my dog, man, as well, man. And that is everybody so far, man. So definitely salute to all of the family in the building. Anyone else, we gonna salute and show love, man. Most definitely, man. But we definitely got to get to this content, man. But before we do, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, play the best theme song in the world, and we gonna get into it. Salute Vincent Slade. Salute to my boy Vincent Slade as well. Run it.
Sensitive. should have raised you, bitch made suckers to have thicker skin. I'ma always tell the truth. I'ma always tell the truth. If the truth hurts your feelings, that's a problem, that's on you. Brittle heart motherfuckers. Why you niggas so sensitive? Sensitive. Oh, why you niggas so sensitive? Sensitive. Oh, la la la, la 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 la.
Oh man. Damn. Oh man, the text I just got, man, is fucking hilarious. Man, salute to my brother, man. T Hill in the building, man. The commissioner, man. Salute. And just call me GB in the building, man. Salute, bro. Salute, salute. All right, man. All right. I think I want to start it off with this topic first, dog. This hot topic today. Hot topic. Fresh off the presses this morning, man. And I think I want to start off with that this morning, man. Talking about these ladies, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Run the clip. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop it, y'all. It's going down, bro. And it's crazy. We just talked about this literally fucking yesterday, in the last few days, on this specific woman, man. Alicia Baumgartner, the bomb, will be fighting Elise Turhan November 8th, man. Big time, big fight out there in Texas, man. Alicia Baumgartner moving up officially to 135, challenging herself up there in the 135 division and going after the IBF strap that Elise Turhan has, man. So this card, fire card from MVP, bro. It's fire. MVP, y'all did y'all big one with this one. Fire. Tierra Brown versus Ellie Scottney. WBC 126-pound belt on the line. Fire fight right there. Scott Nicholson versus Yoshida. Oh, man. And Ramla Ali versus Makia Krebs. Bro, this is a banger for the ladies. This is a banger. I can't wait November 8th. This shit fire right here. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with the vibes, bro. And we gotta remember, Elise Turhan, she's a Matchroom lady, but with Matchroom having their alliance with MVP, she signed now with MVP. and she's able to make fights like this with Alicia Baumgardner happen, man. This is a big scrap right here. Elise Turhan in recent time, she been calling out Caroline Dubois. She been on Caroline Dubois helmet like Caroline Dubois been on Alicia Baumgardner helmet, trying to unify in the division. Now you got Alicia Baumgardner going to 135, leaving 130, and going to 135 to challenge herself, this is what us boxing fans wanted from Alicia. We like, yo, it ain't much work at 130, man. You didn't clear it out everybody at 130 pretty much, you know what I mean? Just like we talked about now anyway. You didn't clear everything out at 122, bro. We want to see you at 126. Same shit applies for Alicia Baumgardner. You didn't clear everybody out at 130. We want to see you at 135, where you got Elise Turhan, you got Caroline Dubois, and you got Stephanie Hahn. You got those three women as champions up there, and those are some good names. And we would love to see Alicia go and clear out 135 and clear out those names in that division. And now we have it here with the first scrap right here for Elise Turhan. Her first fight on MVP. Fighting main event on the card with Alicia Baumgardner in Arlington, Texas, man. All of my Texas people, y'all got y'all a good one right here. Boy, like, real shit. Hey, real shit. If I was in Texas, I'd be there. I'd be there at this one. This one gonna be fire right here, man. And I definitely can't wait for this one, man. Most definitely, man. And gotta run some extra content, man, about the ladies, man, because I've seen some little back and forth. You know what I'm saying? See a little back and forth, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Slogan One in the building. All right. Little razzle dazzle, you feel me? So, AB, the bomb. She tweets out and says, and tell Beanhead, don't get quiet now. All that she duck 135 talk, now I'm fighting the champion y'all said everyone was avoiding. Stand on it. Interesting shit for her to say that. Because a lot of people, and as far as, I don't know if y'all tapped in for us women's boxing heavy, but I can tell you, Elise Turhan, they view her kind of like, they view her in a sense, kind of how they view Bakram. That I'll give you that example. They view Elise Turhan kind of like Bakram, how they view Bakram. But me personally, I mean, Elise Turhan, she got some good power. You know what I'm saying? She done stopped a lot of ladies in her career, but she don't have the skills though. But one thing about it, she bring that pressure and she coming forward and she gonna bang it out with you. You know what I mean? This is gonna be an interesting fight for Alicia in particular, as far as, you know, how she fights this fight. You know what I'm saying? As far as seeing her mix it in from the outside, you know, on the inside along in this fight, man. So it's gonna be real interesting. But you got Alicia Baumgardner talking about Caroline Dubois, talking about tell Beanhead don't get quiet now. All that 135 talk, cap right there, you did. And of course, Caroline Dubois, she responds back. She responds back to her and she says, congratulations, cowards. I love this shit talking between these ladies right here. I love this shit. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is fire. She said, I know those 5 pounds were terrifying. Must burn not getting the fights you wanted. Now, when she say must burn, the thing is, I want to have context too. The thing is, and I literally seen this earlier, but I already told y'all, I know Alicia was kind of waiting around seeing if she can get the Amanda Serrano fight, but I think, you know, over the last like month or two, she kind of sensed like, yo, we gotta move up and go handle business up there, because it looked like Amanda Serrano's not going to give me that opportunity to share the ring with her. And I told y'all, I was like, I don't think, the way it looked to me, motherfucking Amanda Serrano wants to break that record. She wants to break that fucking record. So she gonna end up fighting the fucking pool play probably at the end of this year to break that motherfucking record. And that may be it for her after that. I don't see her ending her career out with Alicia Baumgartner fight like that. I just didn't see it after the way shit happened from this past Friday, and then on top of that, just looking at how Amanda moving for us this KO record. Like you ain't gonna get that KO record on on Alicia. I don't believe it, but I mean, motherfuckers would love to see that, but not gonna see that. But you got Carolina Baltimore must burn not getting the fights that you wanted. Nah, this works perfectly for me, Punk. Make sure you win. I'll be seeing you next year. No more running. So you got Caroline Dubois talking about make sure you win, and I'm gonna see you next year. No more running. And then you got Alicia Baumgartner responding back to her, saying all that mouth, don't start moving the goalposts. She said, all that mouth, don't start moving the goalposts down. Hey, these ladies is funny. I love this shit. And Caroline Dubois, she responds and says, the goalpost has always been the same. Become undisputed and smash your head in. Looks like I will be doing both at the same time. Which is great response from Caroline Dubois right there. Great response. Love it. So one big thing about this, bro, is you got to look at the 135-pound division like I mentioned. Salute the Blue Hustle Man in the building. With the 135-pound division, you got Elise Turhan. She has the IBF title. You got Stephanie Hahn has the WBA, and Caroline Dubois has the WBC and the WBO for us the 135-pound division for the women. And Stephanie Hahn had a real close fight recently with Holly Holm. A lot of people felt like Holly Holm won that fight. You know what I mean? So I don't know about what Stephanie Hahn's next move is right now. But we got this move with Turhan and Baumgartner right here for November 8th. And you got Caroline Dubois. She's fighting this Saturday. She's defending her 2 titles against Amelia Moore this Saturday, man. So we're going to see Caroline Dubois in action this Saturday. You know what I mean? And see how she looks in this fight with Amelia Moore, which is a decent scrap for her. I think Caroline Dubois wins, but it's a decent scrap for her for sure. And I gotta say it once again. This card, fire. And you see MVP, what I've been telling y'all for months. I said, yo, MVP is they're literally fucking pushing this fight slowly for surely. They're going to make this fight happen. And I told y'all, with Alicia Baumgartner and Caroline Dubois, that fight won't happen, in my opinion, till 2027. And we looking at how shit moving now, it's definitely going to be 2027. If Alicia Baumgartner gets past Elise Turhan and Caroline Dubois handle her business this Saturday, we'll see this fight in 2027. Whether we see it at the top of 2027 or we'll see it in the summer of 2027. But Alicia Baumgartner and MVP and Caroline Dubois, MVP has been building this fight slowly for surely, like I've been telling y'all for months. Everybody, I said, y'all just got to be patient, bro. The fight's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just all about when. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be 2026 because we need to see Alicia officially move up to 35 and, see what happens from there, which is what we're seeing now is happening. Most likely, we're going to see these 2 ladies with Caroline Dubois and Alicia Baumgartner in the ring in 2027 if they get past both of their fights, man. And I'm really excited to see this happening, man. The Tierra Brown, Ellie Scottney fight, banger fight. Ellie Scottney just moved up from 122 to 126. So she's challenging Tierra Brown in this fight. Was Tierra Brown? She didn't beat Scott Nicholson. And she beat Scott Nicholson for the title that she has. And won her last couple of fights. And this is going to be an amazing fight with Tierra Brown and Ellie Scottney, man. I can't wait to see these 2 ladies fight. It's going to be amazing. And it's a good money fight for Tierra Brown as well, man. And Scott Nicholson, her first scrap on the card, man, for us, the alliance with Matchroom and MVP fighting Mio Yoshida, which is going to be a tough scrap for her. That's not no layup fight for her. That's gonna be a tough scrap. And on the Ramla Ali and Makia Krebs fight, oh my God, that fight is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see this, bro. It's gonna be fire. And notice that's a unified championship. You got the WBC at 122 on the line and stuff. So you can see those two ladies between the fights between Nicholson and Yoshida and Ali and Krebs. You can see a unification with those ladies possibly top of 2027 or sometime in 2027 as well right there. So if y'all look at MVP, like I've been telling y'all, they boxing out all of the women's divisions as far as the champions, the contenders and everything, and they're literally, like I said, I describe them as the zone for women boxing in a sense, bro. Like they got all the women on lock over there, bro. You know what I mean? And this is a great card, man, and I can't wait to definitely watch this card, man. November 8th. We're going to be talking about this card a lot, I'm pretty sure, leading up all the way up until then, man. This is definitely one of the one of the biggest women's cards of this year, man, most definitely, man. So definitely got to show love and support to these women. Definitely getting it cracking November 8th. Big time out there in Arlington, Texas, man. All right. Got that out of the way. Mr. Fist, salute to my boy Mr. Fist in the building. And as well, salute to my Uncle Cass in the building, man. Salute, 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 Uncle Cass. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe to Uncle Cass. If y'all not subscribed, man, one of the best in the game, the box historian. You know what I mean? Much love to Uncle Cass. All right. You want to do that? In fact, let's do that first. Let's go and react to Brian Norman Jr.'s interview. There's Zoomverse. Salute to my dog Zoomverse in the building, man. Salute. All right, Brian Norman Jr., he got an interview with Ring Magazine that was a little interesting. I seen a couple clips from it, and I'm like, hey, we might as well go ahead and react to it with the family, man. So let's go and pull this thing up. And let's definitely tap in to Brian Norman Jr.'s interview with Ring Magazine right here. And then we'll get into the quick hitters from there.
Lewis Hart for Ring.
Salute to Big Cincinnati in the building. My brother Tay in the building, man. Salute, bro. Salute, bro.
Magazine. Always a pleasure to be joined with B Norm the Storm, Brian Norman Jr. here on a nice Monday. Looks nice and sunny where you are. But first things first, how's life been treating you? How's things?
Everything's been wonderful. Got no problems at all. God is good all the time.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
Brilliant, good to hear. As I say, obviously, come off the back of a comeback win. I know we spoke, about a month ago or 2 months ago now, and a lot has gone on since then. But yeah, I guess how are you finding things in the career? I know you've been calling people out, you've been looking for the smoke. But yeah, it seems like not many people have been willing to return that offer from yourself at the moment.
Not at all. I mean, I'm trying to make something shape. These guys, they do not want to fight. I could say that cold-heartedly. They not trying to do anything. Even with the last fight, fought a tough guy, Joshua, at the 19-2. I was looking for an even tougher fighter, but they were saying no. So like, okay, cool.
I don't never hear it. Let me
right after that fight, we're trying to make some shape.
Well, let's do that. Let's reshare. That's crazy. Y'all hear the echo, but I never hear the echo. But it's always happened like when I start the video at first, but then after when the video start to play out the well, then it die out. Like so. All right, we'll reshare it. All right.
Wasn't nobody trying to do anything, and I came to realize these boys are soft. And what I mean by that is they don't got no real hustle. They ain't got no real dog in them. I want you to look at me just last year.
Damn.
This year they've been avoiding me, so I haven't been able to fight as much. But just last year, I was a world champion, and I fought in 3 different countries. Let me take that back. I'm a world champion. I fought 3 times in 1 year. That alone says everything. And then 3 different countries. How many guys is really down to do that? How many guys is really down to defend their belt 3 times in 1 year? And Also, not even just that, it was all piled up in one little small spectrum. Came off of a hand injury and got a third round knockout with a jab. That was in Vegas. 2 months later, really less than 2 months, but 2 months later, I'm all the way in Japan. And guess what? I get knockout of the year. Then I come back home less than a week later. I got a fight signed with Devin Haney. A week after that, I'm out here in New York. That's what real hustle. And that's how you're supposed to get down. That's how you get busy.
Stop the presses. I fucking agree 1,000%. Hey, when he said these fighters don't be having no hustles, hey, Hilltop, that's fucking hilarious. That is a fact. 3 countries, but not in Philly. That is a fact. But I agree with him though. Like he is the one that's definitely trying to make fights and be active out here, man. Rather than a lot of these guys, man, that we talk about, the young and scrapless out here that's doing more talking than actually fucking fighting out here. I will give him credit for that shit. But hey, it is what it is. We watching y'all favorite fighters loving talking on a regular basis and painting narratives and trying to win narrative wars rather than fight.
And you don't see nobody really doing that. And then once again, I'll try to do the same thing this year and run it right back up. But now people got a reason not to fight me. I don't have to belt anymore. And they have a way to avoid me. And I'm not looking at you right now. I'm looking for this. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm down to say this right here. By any means necessary, I know the champion's not trying to fight me right now. But by any means necessary, whoever I got to fight, whoever you got to put in front of me, I'm down to make that happen. Raul Curiel is number one in the WBC. He just beat the guy. He really didn't win, but he just beat a guy named Quentin Randall, who I 10-0 back in 2023. I won 10 rounds to 0. So Raul Curiel, I will fight you for that number one spot, and whoever wins with Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben, let's run that. You got him. You got Alexis Rocha. We tried to make it happen in the past. He said no. And guess what? We're here again. What's up? You got him. Arnold Barboza. What's up with you? Keyshawn Davis. You wouldn't take the Devin Haney fight, but guess what? I'm right here. What's up with you? I can't really think of no other names, but no matter what, since the champions, they ain't trying to bang. They ain't trying to get busy. Cool. I'm gonna let y'all have it right now. But guess what? I'm gonna trap every single last person into a corner. I'm gonna be number one in every ranking. No matter what I gotta do, y'all gonna have to fight me. And that's what I'm down to do.
We got names already. We're gonna get into it, and obviously I've got a lot to talk about, as you say. But you mentioned there like how 2025 went for yourself, fighting in 3 different countries, and like, I was even thinking to myself, like with the way welterweight's going, it's like why aren't people mentioning the name Brian Norman Jr.? Like, is it frustrating? You go from being the best in the division 2025 to now, I don't want to say on the shelf, but now like for some reason people don't even want to get in a ring with you. I know you mentioned there like they don't, people don't have to fight you now because you aren't a champion. But is that frustrating? You've gone from being number one at 147 to now, for some reason, your name isn't in people's mouths.
Yeah, I've tried my best not to be too indignant or angry about that, but like I said, they found a way to avoid me. And no matter what, like I said, I will get back up to the top. I will become that champion, and they won't have no way to avoid me then. My only thing is I'm trying to go out here and get mine, and people know to avoid that hungry little dude right there. Got the little chip on my shoulder now. I got a little extra You feel me? Last year, what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I was doing my thing, but I got comfortable. As in the fact of I was on top of the world. Let's be real, we all slip sometimes. I'm a world champion. I'm the holy grail of boxing. I made it in my mind. You get what I mean? It's the finish line. As in, I made it there, and that's just what it is. I started getting comfortable, started slacking on some other things as well, and then finally I lost. Shout out to Devin Haney for that. Nothing but salutes to you. But guess what? You learn from those kind of things. And now I'm back here saying once again, what's up? I'm trying to get into that. That's with Devin Haney. That's with T.O. He just won. That's with, once again, the winner of Ryan Garcia, Conor Ben. And there's one more champion, Crocker.
No, Liam Paro. He just beat Crocker.
Paro. Yeah. My bad, Paro. So all of those guys, what's up? I'm down for all of that.
Yeah. Well, I must say, as a proud Georgia man yourself, when we do see you next in the ring, we got to see it at the State Farm Arena. I saw Curtis Shields there a few weeks ago. It looked crazy. We can't have you not fighting in the State Farm Arena. We surely got to see you in there.
Man, I'm trying to make it happen myself. Like Clarissa Shields, of course, she just did her thing up there, and the whole thing was moving.
Yeah,
the whole thing was a movie. It was. I loved it. I loved the energy in the building, and it was very funny. Also, you had Ray J, Orlando Brown fighting. It's a show called Baddies. You had two girls on there. One named Big Lex. I ain't gonna hold you. I think Shawty knows something. She was moving too good. I thought it was prime
Ohio
Ali in
shit,
there.
Ohio shit.
Nah, I definitely got to get me a fight out here in GA.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but you just mentioned Teofimo Lopez there, and I know you were quick to jump on Twitter to say, look, I want Teofimo Lopez next. He was obviously now WBA champion after beating Rolly Romero. Yeah, what did you make of Teo's fight against Rolly on Saturday?
Man, it was cool. I mean, he did his thing. I would say I would expect more from Rolly, just because I seen the attitude he was coming into it with. I would say I was expecting a whole lot more, but the whole time he was just pretty much, I'm gonna say, moving. And I was looking at it like, why is the natural smaller guy, the natural fast guy, the natural everything walking the power puncher down, who's slow-footed, than T.O. and all of that? I'm just like, in my mind, I thought it'd be the opposite. You flip it, but T.O., like I said, he did his part. To me, it was more so Rolly. He didn't do his.
I wanted to ask as well, from your point of view, there's so much things that get said about like friends in boxing and this, that, and make no mistake, Teofimo and Rolly were, before the fight, they were definitely friends. Like, how do you sort of see that dynamic? Like, I don't know if, you be down to fight your friends in boxing or whatever, Shakur and Keyshawn, they got their thing going on. What's your take, like, when it comes to friends in boxing?
I think what they just did was cool. T.O. and Rolly. I think that was cool. I think Shakur, Keyshawn Davis, I think just them two. Raymond Ford, I know he's a part of that camp, so they probably won't fight each other either. I think all of that stuff is weird, man.
Weird.
That's the most weirdest thing ever, because also they really didn't.
Stop the presses. Thank you. Weird. Weird as fuck. Y'all hear what he said? He think the brotherhood is weird. Haven't CamJ been telling y'all it's weird as fuck? Only people that don't believe the brotherhood is weird as fuck is the fucking Shakur fans. They the only niggas. They the only niggas in the world that's okay with Shakur forming a brotherhood with motherfuckers around his weight class not to fight these niggas. They the only one in the world. Everybody else think it's weird.
They come up together. That was already who they was, and then they found each other. Mm-hmm. If you are my weight class, we got to run that thing. And even if it is my quote unquote brother or something like that, what's more special than breaking bread with each other?
Facts.
Yeah. You get paid, I get paid. Let's do it. It ain't about a whole your ego may be defeated or something like that. Floyd Mayweather and Zab Judah came up together, Olympics and all of that. And guess what? They fought each other. You know what happened after that? Zab Judah helped Floyd Mayweather out in training camp.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. You lost. It is what it is. But guess what? That ain't the end of the world. What you scared of? What you afraid of? Your manhood, your ego and pride, that baby? Or what if you win it? Why are you afraid that you may lose? Or the relationship may break or anything like that? If y'all real deal tight, go break bread with each other. That's how you're supposed to do it.
I respect that. Yeah, just going back to the Teofimo Rolly fight. There was definitely parts in there where Rolly hurt Teofimo. If you're looking at that as a future fight for you, are you taking confidence from the success Rolly had against Teofimo Lopez?
Not necessarily because of that, just because of me. Just because of I know my determination, I know my work ethic, and I know my discipline to stay on point. So, of course, that boy caught him with a shot. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. And that was a whole nother part. It was round 5. I was thinking Rolly about to wake up or something like that. But T.O., he woke up. Rolly still just kept, boxing around. But now I say regarding T.O. getting caught, I mean, that's part of the boxing. It is what it is. I ain't go judge a man just because he got caught slipping. Hey, it is what it is. We all may get caught sometimes.
Yeah. How big of a fight do you think, or how much desire is there for you to want that Teofimo Lopez fight from your end?
I've been wanting it. We tried to make it happen in the past, but he said no. So now he a champion at 147. What's up?
Yeah. Do you think that's a fight they'd want now? Then I guess. Would you say?
Hell no.
Yeah.
He still don't. Like I said, they have a reason to avoid me, and they will use it.
Yeah. But there must be some frustration on your part though, if you feel.
This is my thing. I don't agree with him when he's saying that the champions is avoiding him. I mean, now you want to say the context with T.O., I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand and say that, Norman, they probably did want to fight T.O. in the past and shit, but I don't know. My thing is, the context of what he's saying for us, the champions is avoiding him. I don't believe in that, honestly, bro. Me personally, I believe, honestly, that, these guys is busy. They doing other shit right now. Like, T.O. just coming off a fight, then we going to talk about T.O.'s situation soon. You know what I'm saying? He got no shit going on probably for real. Devin, we don't know what's going on with Devin, but Devin already said that he didn't want to rematch you. So, and the WBO president said that they're not willing to mandate that right now because they want Brian to build back into, that fucking thing for us number one and fighting for the belt for the WBO. But my thing is, why did y'all put him at number one in the fucking first place? Why? And we had this conversation yesterday on the show where we was like, they putting these guys number one and in these sanctioning bodies, and these motherfuckers ain't even fight. They're not the sanctioning bodies feel they're not even mandating these guys as number one to fight these guys. You know what I mean? So like that's just the craziest shit right there for us. That so like I said, I don't believe by one bit. Of course Ryan Garcia got Conor banned and shit. I don't see by one bit of these champions at 147 avoiding Brian Norman Jr. Now, if he want to talk about the contenders, now that's a whole different ball game. Like the Raw Corials, the Alexa Roachas, the Honor Barbosas, that's a whole different ball game as far as those guys concerned. You know what I mean? I don't know how those companies is moving those guys if they want to have them in a fight with a Brian Norman Jr., you know what I'm saying, to fuck up their status and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely an interesting perspective as far as the contenders. He can make his case for the contenders, probably avoiding them because they all on different timing right now. You feel me? So definitely interesting shit.
Like that's in your mind of being like, look, these guys don't want to fight me. I know we spoke about it earlier, but it must be frustrating if I obviously say the name Teofimo and you think obviously that's a fight that he don't want. There must be frustration on your part of that.
Absolutely, but like I said before, I'm gonna box them up. They can't do anything. If I number one in all rankings in that mandatory time hit, for example, Devin Haney, 120 days. Keyshawn Davis didn't take it, but guess what? I will.
Stop the presses. 69 people in here with only 51 likes. If y'all have not smashed that like button, man, smash that like button, bro. It is free to do so. You know what I'm saying? Smash my like button, man. Please and thank you, man. Let's get these likes up. Y'all know we got to get to 100 likes now. So get these likes up, man. It's 67 people. It should be no reason why we should have 67 likes. There should be no reason. No reason.
So 120 days, once that time period is over with, Devin Haney has to fight me.
Yeah.
Same thing with the other rankings. They will have to fight me. Yeah. And at that point, what can you do besides drop the belt? Fight me or drop the belt.
What did you make?
WBO ain't mandating fight B, Norman.
That whole situation between Keyshawn and Devin. Look, Keyshawn went on a whole campaign calling out Devin, where's Debo at, and this and that, and then obviously Perspiz gets called, top rank winner, and then Keyshawn pulls out. What did you make of that whole situation?
I don't know what his goal is. I don't know what the game plan is. I thought that was the fight that he wanted, and how I look at it, they said it was a whole money thing, and I believe I seen the number of 3 million. Okay, 3 million is not no chump change. So first of all, why you tripping on that? And then also, you stepping up to his division. He don't have to fight you necessarily. Well, it's a mandatory, cool. But this your first fight here. You feel like you deserve this, that, and the third. But this will be your first. I ain't even trying to little bomb or something. But this is his first real deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say big fight. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like this will be the one. Okay, you tripping on $3 million. You beat him. You got good money, and you got the bill. All right, cool. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You see? So now that price go up. Now they try to say $3 million.
Oh, Lord Jesus, B. Norm Jr. I hate it. I hate to do it. But Norman, you did the same exact shit with Boots, bro. I'm sorry, but not sorry. But you did the same exact shit with Boots, bro. Only difference was y'all ain't go to purse bid. That's the only difference. But you did the same exact shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You could sit here and laugh at their face. They be like, "Boy, watch out, you little boy in me." Go back to Floyd Mayweather. He was talking about slave wages. He was fighting. I think he was number 1. And I think Diego Carrasco was number 3, and he got paid like probably $2.2 million back then. I forgot what year that was, but he called the slave wages and all of that. But guess what he did? He no matter what, he still fought him. He still did his thing, and then he ended up being Oscar De La Hoya. Now look at Floyd. Yeah. So it's a path to the top. You don't just straight up get paid $50 million off the rip. You gotta go through some things.
Yeah. Do you see that as a duck from Keyshawn's side?
Absolutely. Yeah. Ain't no way around it. Like you can try to. What's next? Like real deal.
sorry, but not sorry. You did the same thing to Boots too, B. Norman Jr.
That's how I look at it. All right, if he get Pyro, that's the only thing I can see next. If he not fight me, if he get Pyro, that's the only thing I can see next. But besides that, that's a duck, dog.
Yeah.
And I know for the Pyro fight, so he tripping on money. For the Pyro fight, I know he not getting paid as much as he was with the Devin Haney fight. I know he not. So even still, that's a duck. Ain't no way around it.
Yeah. Do you find that fight baffling? I know you obviously explained the whole thing there, especially with Mayweather, but like as a fighter, let's say if you was in that position, like obviously you getting mandated to fight Haney, like do you find it baffling on your side and why he didn't take the fight or why it didn't happen?
With Keyshawn not taking the fight?
Yeah. Do you just find it baffling? Like?
A big time. Like I don't see not one reason why he wouldn't take it. Literally not one. I don't see not one reason. Now, the way he was coming, he seemed extra turbo confident and all of that. So I'm thinking, all right, walk through the dude. Money aside, you got the belt. So you control things now. So beat him, Rick. Go beat him. It's plain and Jane. Go beat him then. And you got the belt, now you run everything. Let's say they want a rematch or something. Now ask for the money that you wanted.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna have a rematch clause in the contract. I don't know how they get down.
Yeah. No, I know Keyshawn's obviously a name. I know just spoke about him there, turned down a world title shot. But yeah, Keyshawn is a name I'm definitely sure you would angle towards a fight potentially with Keyshawn, surely.
Yeah, absolutely. But he out here doing bad business, so I don't know what's up with him.
Yeah. So you're not down for the bad business of Keyshawn.
Yeah, bad business Key.
yeah.
No,
but I guess obviously
business,
you've still got a good WBO ranking. So obviously the whole situation like suits for yourself potentially with a rematch with Devin Haney as well.
Absolutely. And I was even thinking about it. Devin Haney, he fought George Kambosos and he beat the brakes off of the first time. And then he came back and fought him again a second time right after that.
Yeah.
When me and Devin Haney fight, the first one, of course he won, but it wasn't he beat the dog shit out of me and just straight, you know what I'm saying? So what that second fight at? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
What that second one at? He can give you 2 chances, or I'm gonna say you give him a chance or something like that. What's up with me?
Yeah.
I'm down for the same thing.
Yeah.
Do it to me.
Yeah. I know they were talking about Haney fighting in Atlanta, so at the State Farm. So like that, imagine how big a rematch between you and him would be in Atlanta.
That would be even bigger.
Yeah.
You got me and him versus each other in the city. Come on, now we gotta make that happen.
Wanted to ask about Tiger Johnson too. I see you two sort of exchanging sort of tweets towards each other. I heard a little rumor that he was asking for a lot of money, and obviously just rumors. I'm not going to say anything on that, but guess what happened with the fight between yourself and Tiger?
I don't know, dog. I just work here. Like I said, I just try to make something shake. I just try to do my part. Every time they bring me a fighter, I'm saying absolutely yes. I even tried the whole Twitter thing for a quick second, like you said. Even last night, I said, "What's up with T.O.?" I'm trying to do my part, but obviously ain't nothing hitting. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep doing whatever I can, regardless. I'm getting my title shot, and whoever get in the way, y'all getting stumped on.
Definitely. Before
For sure, man. All right, that's it for B Norm Jr. right there. You're talking about the Tiger Johnson. Tiger Johnson, I'll tell you right now, he'll fight Brian Norman Jr. It's all upon Top Rank making that shake for real. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know if they want to make that happen right now. So that's what I would say for as that right now, as far as that concerns. You know what I mean? Because Tiger Johnson want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? He won't smoke with Debbie Cakes as well. You know what I'm saying? He won't smoke with Debbie Cakes. He won't smoke with all the guys at 147, just like Brian Norman Jr. does as well. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I don't believe like the champions is avoiding Brian Norman Jr. Now, some of the contenders may be, but I don't take the context of the champions because, like I said, motherfuckers got shit going on. You know what I mean? So if they didn't have shit going on, then yeah, we'd definitely call it out. You know what I'm saying? If there was some shit being brought to the table amongst Norman and the champions, if they was negotiating whatsoever, yeah, we would have been talking about it. But that's not the case that we have here. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Brian Norman Jr. though. Interesting stuff, man. Definitely trying to get with it, man, and get his motherfucking leg back. Unlike a lot of other people don't want to get their leg back in certain situations, but that's a whole nother story though. Whole nother story. But let's get into some of these quick hitters that we have, man. 76 people in the building with 59 likes. Hey, even if you sneak hate watching, hit the like button, bro. Have the courtesy and hit the like button. You know what I mean? It is free to do so. It is free to do so. Hit the like button, man. Let's get these likes up, bro. It should be 74 likes right now. There's 60 people in here. You know what I mean? We missing 14 likes. All right. Let's get into the quick hitters right here, which is speaking of 147, which we talked about this briefly yesterday with the man Arnold Barbosa versus Oscar Duarte. Mike Coppinger reporting that these guys are in advanced talks for a fight in the fall in LA right here. So you have that with these two guys in negotiations. Oscar Duarte, he was recently negotiating with Gary Anton Russell, but in my opinion, I think this is more so a business move for Golden Boy and I would say Oscar Duarte in particular because he's going up to 147, which I'm pretty sure he probably going to feel a lot more comfortable being at 47 rather than him squeezing down at 140 because he's been fighting 140 for a while now, and sometimes you outgrow the weight class, as we know, as a lot of guys in the sport. And you go up to the higher weight class that's next up, and I think 147 is reasonable for Oscar Duarte right now. And the Gary Anton Russell situation, that's where I'm more intrigued now. Is what's the scrap for Gary Anton Russell? So now that's something that I'm gonna be paying real closely attention to, far as what's going to be this next fight for Gary Anton Russell. Now that the Oscar Duarte fight look like that's pretty much off now that he's negotiating with Arnold Barbosa. Good scrap right here. Now to add context though, Brian Norman Jr. when he talks about Arnold Barbosa and when I was talking about the contenders, like I said, he may have a case in that because we do know Brian Norman Jr. He was at Golden Boy offices like trying to talk to Oscar and them and trying to get a fight with one of their guys that they have at 147 and Arnold Barbosa, Alexis Rocha, what's their name? Arnold Barbosa's Alexis Rocha and Raw Corio, which is I said I don't know why Golden Boy ain't making none of those fights happen, but now that I see why, because they don't believe those guys can beat Brian Norman Jr. That's just the honest to God truth. And those guys are in like particular spots in the rankings with the sanctioning bodies at 147. And they rather their guy lose to somebody in house rather than they guy lose to somebody outside of the house. You know what I mean? Which is, I mean, that's just how the game is, bro. And this is another scenario of shit that we talked about yesterday on the show, talking about how a lot of companies they won't send a fighter to fight another guy there. If they got a guy that's in they staple in that division, they'll have those guys fight each other, you know what I'm saying, sometimes before they take it outside. You know what I mean? And that's just how the business goes, you know what I mean? But this fight, not crazy. Oscar Duarte, Honor Barboza, cool little scrap. I'm interested in it a little bit. We'll see how it plays out, you know what I mean? And we'll see what it is. All right. So interesting shit. Interesting shit. And this one. Nah, Josh 803. I wouldn't say side of the. I don't really deter that as side of the street for real. That's just business shit. You know what I mean? For real, just business of the sport. I don't think it's a side of the street thing because the more so side of the street thing is Zuffa versus the zone. That's the side of the street. Zuffa on one side of the street, everybody on the zone on one side of the street. You know what I mean? That's more so side of the street shit to me. But I don't think the promotional companies are doing like within the zone shit. Yeah, they're gonna, you know, of course their business is gonna run. They're gonna run their business how they want to run their business and stuff, you know what I mean? But no, at the end of the day, with how the sport is, you know, they have to work with each other and make big fights happen. That's the main thing, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, MVP working with Matchroom to make big fights with those Matchroom champions as far as the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to make these moves to make big fights happen. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a problem with some staples keeping fights in house. You build these guys up, and you have several guys in one division. Yes, have those guys mix it up and fight. Like I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they have as far as their, you know, their staple and everything. Far as, you know, building, you know, guys, contenders, and champions within divisions. You know what I'm saying? It happens with all of the promoters, bro. So it just ain't just one. It comes with all of them. All right. So we got that, and back to this. So Mike Coppinger reported with Jamil Charlo, with Vergil Ortiz targeting Jamil Charlo, which we talked about this briefly yesterday. Which is, I'm still wary of it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still wary of it a little bit because one thing we do know, Jamil Charlo was the one who told us like, yo, I'm negotiating with Tim Tszyu right now, and I'm talking with Al about this fight, and you know we're working on a location, date, etc. right now. But you got Mike Coppinger reporting this with Vergil Ortiz targeting Jamil Charlo for a fight November 14th in Texas, which is, like I said, as far as myself, I know my brother Boxing Source. I know salute the Boxing Source. Boxing Source reported this literally far as this, honestly, I think we talked about this too when he reported it. Boxing Source reported this literally like 2-3 weeks ago. And this is the same exact shit that Mike Coppinger pretty much took and ran with. You know what I'm saying? But like I mentioned, we had the situation with Jamil Charlo talking about, you know, Tim Tszyu, Aussie Boxing, you know, Australia Boxing confirmed the Tim Tszyu and Jamil Charlo negotiations and stuff. So, like I said, with this whole story, bro, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how real that this is with these guys talking. That's just me being honest. Because of all of the confusion as far as, you know, Mel and Tim Tszyu and shit like that. So I don't want to say this is going down or whatsoever 100% yet. Now, we do know Vergil is moving to 160. That's one thing we definitely know. But I don't want to say that, no, this is the move what's happening right now, because we know Mel definitely mentioned to us that, yo, I'm negotiating with Tim Tszyu about a fight right now, and we're working on it right now. So we'll see. But like I said, you know, we had this conversation, you know, the other day about, you know, these guys where we was like, no, yo, it makes sense for Vergil to go to 160 because of all of the real estate at 154 is like, it's finito. It's done for him right now. You know what I mean? So it's good for him to go to 160, build there, get you some real estate up there. So when you got guys like Boots and Xander and Fundora, they come up to 160. You gonna see those guys at 160. Then you gonna fight the current guys that's there, etc. You know what I'm saying? Shit should be lit. So interesting to see how Virgil play it, but like I said, and like the title of the show says, Boots Ennis moving past Virgil Ortiz. Moving past Virgil Ortiz, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boots Ennis, man. You know what I'm saying? Boots Ennis, the phenom, man. The phenom. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got and wanted to let y'all know, we got as y'all see with the thumbnail, and y'all see this right here, bro. We started the Sorry But Not Sorry Boxing Talk Boxing Wrestling Edition, man, which is, we did one a while back with Shakur and Keyshawn, the Midnight Brothers, you know what I mean, a couple of weeks ago. But then we started to do a lot of them. So we got a lot of them that we're going to show y'all on this show for sure right here. But this one, Fuego right here.
Gene Kane. Where's he at? I got shot, turn around. Kane.
Yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We got, you know what I'm saying, Boo Sanders, the phenom, you feel me? And, and this edition right here, we got Vergil Guerrero, the Latino Duck. The Latino Duck, Vergil Guerrero. I want to show y'all too. Hold on. I got to show y'all. Let me take the banner down. And RIP Eddie Guerrero, man. One of the best in the game, man, ever, man. For sure. Y'all see it got the duck. You see the duck on the trunks and it say Latino Duck. Oh, man. Oh, man, that shit was funny. I'm like, man, they came out, they done put the Latino Duck on the trunks. I'm like, oh, that's fuego right there. But that shit crazy, man. This shit is crazy. And like I said, man, Virgil Ortiz, man, they still out there trying to push this narrative that Boots ducking them and everything, man, which is, y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all know I feel like that's hella cap, you feel me? Hella cap. You can't duck somebody that ducked you twice in 1 year. It just makes no absolute sense, bro, at all, bro. At fucking all, bro. You feel me? And it's definitely good shit, man. And Boo Sanders, like we talked about yesterday, Boo Sanders getting closer and closer with the Josh Kelly fight. They just waiting for us the whole situation with Kelly on the medical situation from this last fight. And they're closing in on this fight to happen. From Eddie Hearn's words, either in Atlanta or Philly for us November or December, man. So we definitely gonna be staying tuned on all news for us. Boo Sanders in this next scrap with Josh Kelly, man. And like I said, Boo Sanders moving past Vergil Ortiz, man. Nobody got time to be worried about Vergil Ortiz playing games and shit, man, in the media and playing with his promoter and all of that shit, bro. We trying to fight. We trying to fight and get to a bag and get to these straps. That's what the fuck we trying to do. You know what I mean? And that's the goal, and that's what it is, you feel me? That's just how we rocking out here, you feel me? So definitely, man, good shit right there as far as Vergil Ortiz. And this one, another little quick hitter, which I found this a little fascinating right here. Then salute to Carlos Linares on this report right here. Reporting right here saying Adamant team has submitted an offer to face the former world champion Sabril Matias in the fall in the UK. And he said, Adamant, of course, he didn't beat guys like O'Hara Davies, Sergey Lipinets, Kurt Scobie, and Steve Claggett all in recent time, and man, and he's going after Sabril Matias now, man. So Adam Mazil, one of the top contenders at the 140-pound division. We've been talking about him. He just recently stopped Steve Claggett, same guy that Teofimo Lopez struggled with a couple years ago, but that's a whole nother story. But we just seen Adam Azim stop Steve Claggett recently in his last fight. And, Adam Azim, he said, I won't smoke, man. I won't smoke. And we said, we've been talking like, yo, we want to see Adam Azim with one of these top contenders, man, and see him with some wreck. And him going after Sabril Matias, I love it. I love it. I saw this. I'm like, hey, we got to talk about this. This is big right here. Adam Zim, Sabril Matias. I wonder what Sabril Matias' move is right now since he coming off the loss with Dalton Smith. We don't know what's the move or what's the vibes with Sabril Matias, but this would be a hell of a fight. And I'm pretty sure you'll probably make some decent money fighting Adam Zim, especially out there in the UK for sure too, man. So I would love to see this scrap right here between these two guys, Adam Zim and Sabril Matias, and I definitely hope that this fight gets to the finish line. I definitely want to see this for sure. Definitely want to see this one for sure, man. This is gonna be a good one. I know Cash Crypto. I know he'll love this scrap. He'll love this scrap. He likes crap like this. So man, definitely salute to these two guys, man. And hopefully they get this fight to the finish line, man. Hopefully they get it there, man. They get it there. All right, man, for sure. Let's go ahead and do a little commercial break real quick. I want to salute to my brother Josh Sanders in the building. Salute to my brother Josh Sanders in the building. My brother Big Supreme in the building, man. Big Supreme, my brother, man. New York's finest in the building. Ramirez in the building. Salute to Ramirez in the building. Salute, bro. Salute, salute. And let me scroll up some more. See if I... Marquis, my brother Marquis in the building, man. Salute to my dog Marquis in the building, man. Salute to my brother, man, for sure, man. And my brother Slogan One in the building, man. And salute to my brother Band Up in the building as well. Salute my dog Band Up. And salute to my brother EB Music, man, being the second sponsor of today's Tuesday cook up, man, for sure, man. So let's go ahead and get this commercial break out of the way. Then we're going to get into these last couple topics. And we're going to open up the panel from there, man, most definitely, man, for sure. Yiddy.
To have thicker skin. I'ma always tell the truth. I'ma always tell the truth. If the truth hurts your feelings, that's a problem, that's on you. Brittle heart motherfuckers.
Alright, man. Let's get into this next John, man. This next one right here, man, with these two guys, man. You know, one of the guys coming off a win this past Saturday night. You got another guy looking to get his crack at the damn strap. So let me see if I can find this little clip real quick. If they got it on here, let me check their shorts real quick. Check some real quick. Yup. They got it. That's all I needed right there. I'm glad I ain't had to clip that one up. Good. So let me share my Scrizzy real quick. Salute to my brother Big Coop in the building, man. Salute to my Brody, man. Hope all is well with my dog, man. For sure, man. Salute, bro. All right. Let me share the Scrizzy, man. I want to show y'all this little clip of Jack Catterall and Teofimo Lopez right here.
He's a mandatory.
That's regular. He's a regular. He's a regular.
He's not. No. He's not my mandatory. Okay. By the sanctioning rules, he's not my mandatory.
Yeah. Gotta show that shit like that though. Yeah, let me do it right quick. There you go.
He's a mandatory. That's
regular.
He's a regular.
He's a regular.
He's not. No. He's not my mandatory. Okay. By the sanctioning rules, he's not my mandatory. Gotcha. And I think they lied. I think they lied to him.
Yeah.
That's that. And
contract.
Well then, hey, I'm always willing to fight anybody and everybody. So if I'm misjudged by it,
that's why I'm glad you won at the weekend.
Yep.
I'm glad you won at the weekend because I know you don't duck nobody. It'd have been more difficult to get Rolly in the ring, but I'm happy for you. But we've got to get it on.
He's your mandatory. That's all.
Regular.
He's a regular. He's a regular. He's not. No. He's not my mandatory. Okay. By the sanctioning rules, he's not my mandatory. Gotcha. And I think they lied. I think they lied to him. Yeah. That's that. And
contract.
Well then, hey, I'm always willing to fight anybody and everybody. So if I'm misjudged by it, then
that's why I'm glad you won at the weekend.
Yep.
I'm glad you won at the weekend because I know you don't duck nobody. It'd have been more difficult to get Rolly in the ring, but I'm happy for you. But we've got to get it on.
He's your mandatory.
You said we got to get it on.
He's not. No.
That boy said we had to get it on. So you got Teofimo Lopez right there, man. Teofimo Lopez saying that pretty much that he's not his mandatory due to him being the super champion. And of course, you still have Jack Catterall standing firm on, you know what? No, it is saying that, yo, I'm stamped to fight the winner of this fight, and you won. I'm your guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to fight me. We got to get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? And we got some tweets from Jack and Sam Jones from this past morning that I want to show you, family, show the family, man. Most definitely, I'm not gonna do that, most definitely. But salute to my brother SBG Mello in the building, man. Third sponsor of today's show, man. Salute to my brother, man. Hope all is well with my dog, man. Appreciate my brother, man, for sure, man. Much love, bro. You know the vibes. And let's get to this first tweet right here. All right, the first one that we have. All right, and this is from Sam Jones. So IFL, they made a post and they said WBA ruling wording may cost Catterall world title shot, and saying that Teofimo Lopez may not have to defend his WBA world title against Jack Catterall. And then Sam Jones, Jack Catterall's manager, he responded right here. Salute to my brother Cash Crypto in the building, man. Salute, Brody. Salute. Y'all heard my brother smash that damn like button. Smash that like button if y'all ain't hit that like button, man. Let's get these likes up. We got to get to a hundo. All right. So Sam Jones responds and he says, if Jack doesn't get his shot he deserves, all it does is make Zuffa more credible with their view on belts. Which is, in that perspective, when I seen him say that, I was like, I understand what you saying as far as that, but if that's the case, y'all feel that way, take y'all asses over there to Zuffa. And I mean, the only thing you're going to think is you're gonna be probably having more of a tougher situation and getting a Zuffa title over there just as much, doing what you're doing now in particular. But I understand Jack Catterall and his team's frustration for us, this situation, you know what I mean? Because, they done fought their way to this position and they here with it, you know what I mean? So Sam Jones responds and he says, no mandatory for 2+ years. It would be an absolutely awful look. And I agree 1,000%. It would definitely be a bad look on the WBA if they ain't have a mandated fight, you know what I'm saying, for the champion in 2 years. You know what I mean? Which that's definitely a bad look. And it says, we also had a handshake by the WBA president to confirm Jack would get his shot this year. So let's see how this plays out. One thing we absolutely won't do is be quiet on this, but I fully expect the WBA to do the correct thing. So, like I said, this is this is a real interesting story right here. Real interesting story. And here goes Jack Catterall right here. Jack Catterall, he responds. And he says as well, when I met WBA president in Egypt, I shook his hand and he gave me his word. If I beat Giasov, someone who was avoided and waited for his shot for 2 years, I would get my shot within 180 days, regardless who has the belt. So I believe the WBA will do the correct thing. So same sentiments as Sam Jones from Jack Catterall. He basically saying the same thing, pretty much like, we hoping the WBA do the right thing and give us our opportunity, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're not going to be quiet about this. And like I said, this is a real interesting story right here to really tap into for real. And, like I said, as far as the title of the show, Jack Catterall's adamant on the TO scrap, bro. He's adamant on that shit. And, they're not going to be quiet about this shit at all. You know what I mean? So, real intriguing shit as far as this scenario with Teofimo Lopez and Jack Catterall. And we'll definitely, talk about it when we open up the panel. Most definitely, man, for sure, man. Salute, salute, salute. Salute the Dank Father in the building. Salute to our boy Dank Father in the building. Thrill Hill in the building. Salute to my brother Thrill Hill in the building. Seattle's finest. Swoosh Life in the building. Salute to my brother, man. Swoosh Life in the building. Oh, yeah. I ain't forget about them, y'all. I got to show y'all them. Got to show y'all the wrestling, the sorry but not sorry boxing talk wrestling edition of Teofimo Lopez. Tio Dust. Tio Dust out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We had to make him Tio Dust, bro. We like me crush the legend. And T Hill, man, we starting this series. We're starting this wrestling series. We just talking. I'm like, we gotta make T.O. Gold Dust, bro, because he be doing a little fruity shit. You feel me? Like moving real fruity and shit. You feel me? Like he give me Gold Dust vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I like T.O. Dust was like perfect for this motherfucker, man, for real. You know what I mean? So. That's the T01, man. Salute to Crush the Legend, man. T Hill, my brothers, man, for sure. And with this one right here, for the man Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall is Cody Rhodes. Jack Rhodes, the English Nightmare. Jack Rose, the English Nightmare. I see TD Sports Talk. He commented on my Instagram post, but I posted this on Instagram last night. He's like, you can't have Jack Catterall be the American Nightmare. I was like, we got him as the English Nightmare, man, because he just reminds me of Cody Rhodes, bro. The English Nightmare, bro. Like. Yeah, man. You feel me? Funny shit right there, man, for sure. With them boys right there. Boxing wrestling edition of them boys. And it'll boy Moses Atuma, man. Moses Atuma fighting this Saturday, man. Moses Lesnar, man. The boxing beast incarnate, man. You feel me? Incarnated, you feel me?
They're not going to give up there. See this happen to Smoke this week. Look at Brock Lesnar. Oh, my jeez. What a belly. Oh, my God. This is 353. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bare bones trying to bust up your opponent. That's look at this. Lesnar looking to open up Orton with those. Oh, and another throw outside. The whole match through and through. Look at the back kick. Eddie Guerrero. Face Brock Lesnar. Look at how, with ease, he lifts Roman Reigns off his feet.
Well, he's got to be smiling ear to ear tonight.
Did you see that? 5-5 Cole. Look at this.
From face. But now Lesnar back to his feet.
Cole, look at this. Look at the strength of that animal. Now. Trouble here. Can you 500-pound superplex? Lesnar the champion. Oh my God. This ridiculous strength. Tossing the door.
Ah, man, yeah, man, crazy shit. Moses Atuma, man, Moses Lesnar going at it this Saturday, man, with Philip Herkovic, man, this Saturday, man, going for that strap, man, the IBF, man, first world title fight for the man Moses Lesnar, right here, you dig, you know what I'm saying, and definitely can't wait to see this fight Saturday morning, man, for sure, and see Moses Lesnar get it in, get this strap, you know what I mean, and see what's next for him, man. And this is the start of, you know, his reign for us, the heavyweight division, man, which is a lot of people believe he got the talent to reign supreme in that division, man, for a long time with him being young, being 21 years old, man. So definitely can't wait to see my man Moses Atuma get it cracking this Saturday, man, for sure. And it's going to be lit, man. It's going to be lit, man. It's going to be lit, man. We got a lot of scraps this week, man. A lot of scraps. 6 fights. Starting tomorrow with the Australia fight with Nikita Zoo and Mahoney tomorrow. Which is, we got those fights tomorrow. Then Friday, you got Corey Marksman with Barreto, that's going to be a good scrap Friday on the Zone. Then you got the ladies Saturday morning out there in the UK with Michaela Mayer, Chantel Cameron. Saturday with Caroline Dubois, as I mentioned to y'all guys earlier. She's going to be the co-main fighting Amelia Moore on that card, man. And as well, you have Moses Atuma, as I just mentioned, having Philip Herkovic. He's going to be fighting Philip Herkovic this Saturday around the same time as Michaela Mayer and Chantel Cameron. So I said Saturday, we had like a real short. We're gonna do our final pick show Saturday, but it's gonna be a short show because I definitely want to be tapped in with all of these fights, man, Saturday for sure. So you got Philip Herkovic and Moses Atuma, as I mentioned, and then you got Lester Martinez and Luca Plantic. Those guys getting it cracking on Pro Box TV, man. Najee Lopez on the card as well. Ramon Cardenas on the card as well, man. So definitely going to be a solid card from Pro Box to cap off the night, along with Laura and Arnalis, the card that's going down in Mexico for as Matchroom Boxing. They got about 5 fights on that card. You know what I mean? So that those 2 cards would be the cards that cap off the night for us boxing. And it's gonna be lit this week, man. We got some fights, man. Definitely, man, to tap into and watch. So I don't want to hear nobody say it ain't no boxing on, motherfucker, because it's 6 fights on this week. So it shouldn't be no reason why none of y'all not watching none of these scraps this weekend. If y'all real live true boxing fans, you know what I'm saying? So just a little thought right there for sure, man. Can't wait to see these scraps. And salute to my brother OTB in the building, man. My brother Big Cincinnati as well in the building, man. Salute, bro. Salute. Michaela Mayer, Pole Pounder, yeah, Michaela Mayer and Chantel Cameron, their fight is going to be on Sky Sports. So I think this is their second event with Sky Sports, I believe. I think it's the second or third. You know what I mean? For as MVP, for as the women boxing. So yeah, this fight is going to be on Sky Sports for us, the ladies, for us, Mayer and Cameron, this Saturday, man, for sure, man. So they'll be on Sky Sports and we'll be tapped in for sure. All right, get into this last topic before we go ahead and open up the panel, man, for sure. You know what I mean? Definitely want to get into this last topic, but before we do, definitely gotta run a little, video on it real quick. You feel me? KP, my brother, man. Salute to my dog KP in the building, man. Salute, bro.
What's up, bro? Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you, man. Hey, nice to meet you, bro. I have a lot of respect for you. I definitely want to get a fight in with you in the future. I seen Opetaia right there. It was good interaction. I have a lot of respect for Opetaia. I got no bad words for him, but I let him know that we're definitely going to get that fight in the future. Seeing him in person made me want that fight even more. So we got a lot of good things in the future coming. Man. We only want to fight the back. I'm looking forward to it. Me and him doing a lot.
Yeah, man. So I see that boy, man, the Mexican monster, man, pressing that boy Radio Opetaia, man. You know what I'm saying? In February, that was probably about like February 28th. That's right. That was at the Garcia Barrios fight when you seen that man pressing that man, man. You know what I'm saying? Telling like, yo, I want to share the ring with buddy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And as we talked about yesterday, how we showed the message how, Jose Benavidez was in talks with Turkey Al-Sheikh about Ja Opetaia. Said, yo, let's make the fight happen with Ja Opetaia for Cinco de Mayo. Talking to Turkey about the scrap, you feel me? And we talked about that yesterday. And then even Jose Benavidez even went further yesterday on Instagram and made this Instagram post yesterday. Basically saying, let's give the people what they want. Cinco de Mayo. You feel me? And even further, along with the post. And salute to my brother KP, man, showing love in the Cash App, man. Salute to my brother, man. Much love, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Benavidez said it's ready to show the world exactly why they call him the Mexican monster. No fear, no backing down, just war. Hard work, dedication, sacrifice. The Mexican monster is coming. And he tagged everybody, all parties involved right there for us. This right here, which is, like I told y'all, this is David Benavidez showing initiative that he wants to fight the man Ja Opetaia. And I see, dang father, you be trying to do your little cute comments in the comments. Bro, the man Benavidez is doing something Ja Opetaia never has done, and that's actually reach out about the fucking fight. Niggas should be happy that the motherfuckers reaching out and inquiring about the fucking fight, because what we seen from Ja Opetaia has been totally the motherfucking opposite. Ja Opetaia been focused on fighting other motherfuckers and not reaching out about the fight with David Benavidez. So motherfucking fight fans should be happy of the fact that David Benavidez is pressing a fight that Ja Opetaia hasn't pressed for at fucking all, besides talk out his motherfucking mouth about wanting to fucking fight. But his actions show otherwise, that the nigga want the fight with Noel McKellian. Then you be doing your little cute little comments in there. But shit different over here. You can get that shit off on them little fugazi motherfuckers you be talking boxing with, but the shit don't work over here. This big dog shit over here, brother. You know what I mean? So like I said, Benavidez on Opetaia's helmet about the scrap. Yo, Opetaia, win your fight McKillian, which is I pretty much believe you definitely will, because I think you definitely gonna cook Noel McKillian. Hey, the man definitely, DB, definitely a put on, do his thing against Michael Cieslik coming up December 12th. You know what I'm saying? Possibly in Phoenix, Arizona. and he wants that Cinco de Mayo fight with Opetaia, which would be big. Yeah, dang, you a little nigga to this shit, bro. You're not that smart in this shit, bro. I love you, bro, but you're not that smart in this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, fucking with it, the vibes, Benavidez. We'll see what happens, man, for sure. You feel me? And definitely, interesting shit. And got the shoulder. Boom, boom, boom. Got Dame Benavidez, the boxing favorite demon. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The boxing favorite demon, David Benavidez. And then you got the man, Ja Opetaia, Samoa Ja. It's Samoa Ja, man. Oh, man, shit funny, bro. You know what I mean? Funny shit with these boxing, wrestling edition, man. We been having fun with this shit. You know what I mean?
Where's he at? I got shot, turn around. Kane! I got it, can't be. It is The Undertaker! Kane! The Brothers of Destruction!
Yeah, man. Funny shit. All right, let's open up the link, man. Let's open up the link, man. Open panel, man. Panel is open, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Let's pop it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk this boxing, man. Let's hear y'all thoughts about this boxing talk, you need.
Should have raised you, bitch made suckers to have thicker skin. I'ma always tell the truth. I'ma always tell the truth. If the truth hurts your feelings, that's a problem, that's on you. Brittle heart motherfuckers. Those y'all niggas leave y'all emotions at the door, man, coming over at CamJNetwork, man. Salute
salute to my sister Jupe in the building. Salute to my sis Jupe in the building, man. Salute, sis. Salute. Ray B in the building, man. Salute to my dog Ray B in the building, man. And salute to my dog. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check something. And salute to my dog Swoosh Life, man, showing love and the cash at being another sponsor of today's Tuesday afternoon cook up, man, for sure, man. Salute to the family, man, for sure. The panel open, man. The link is in the comment, man. Pull up, man. Let's come pop this shit about this boxing talk, man. You feel me? Pop this shit, man. Pop this shit. Crazy. And I do an encore. Encore.
So sensitive, sensitive. Oh, your neck is so sensitive, sensitive. Oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. Niggas in their feelings again. Oh, I see niggas in their feelings again. Your mama should have raised you, bitch made suckers to have thicker skin. I'ma always tell the truth. I'ma always tell the truth. If the truth hurts your feelings, that's a problem, that's on you. Brittle heart motherfuckers. Why your niggas so sensitive, sensitive? Yeah, man. Whoa, whoa. Hey, motherfucker, it's funny, bruh. But I definitely can't wait. Can't wait till November 8th with the ladies, man. Can't wait to see the ladies get it cracking, man. The ladies is getting it cracking. Oh yeah, this is what I want to show y'all from yesterday. What I talked about yesterday with Moses, and I said, why the hell would Philip Herkovic say this before the scrap? This let me know he think he already gone. The fight already lost. Talking about, I think I'm the best I've ever been and will beat him, but if I lose, it's definitely a sign I'm near the end. You know what I mean? And to me, it's not much confidence, you know what I mean, me personally, for as Philip Herkovic. I've been, we watched the face-off that him and Moses had a couple of weeks ago and everything, and, the confidence level wasn't that much high, from in my opinion, from Philip then, and then even with this quote, it damn sure ain't there now. You know what I mean? And shit, Moses Atumi, we know that boy,
He lock and loaded, ready to go, and he's a high favorite in this fight, man. And they believe in Vegas that he's going to stop Philip Herkovich between 4 and 9. You know what I mean? So all my bettors out there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all looking for that knockout, man. Look between that knockout between 4 and 9 with Philip Herkovich, because when we was looking at the odds yesterday, reading the odds out, the odds was definitely saying that they believe he's going to stop Philip Herkovich between 4 and 9. So definitely going to be real interesting to see how that play out. I'm interested. I got to get my picks together for the Nikita Tszyu fight tonight, because that fight is tomorrow morning. So I got to get my picks for that tonight together, and then I'm gonna have to get my picks together for Saturday, because we picking 20 fights this week, man. 20 damn fights, because it's 6 fight cards, man. So we're picking 20 fights for this week, and this is gonna be really intriguing, man. Last time we picked 20 fights, I think we picked up the 20 fights. I think it was like 19 fights. Because one fight fell off. I was like 17-2. I think that was the closeout last season. I was like 17-2 out of 19 fights, man. So definitely, these fights, you know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy making the picks, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, I be seeing y'all out there, y'all be caught off on one pick, on one fight, when we pick all the fights. All of them. It's a difference, my nigga. A lot of y'all niggas just be picking one fight out there on one weekend because y'all fascinated with that just one fight, and that's cool. Boxing fans, you do what you do. It is what it is. But when it come up to talking boxing around the whole entire landscape, we cover all the fights and we pick all the fights. We literally pick all of them, and we're 90-95% picking every fucking week. So when it comes up to talking boxing, this shit is different. It's different with us, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we watch it, we cover the sport, analyze the sport, break down the sport, make our picks persistent, always consistent, 90-95% accurate every week. This is what we do over here on Sorry But Not Sorry Boxing Talk CamJNetwork. This is what we do. Can't speak for other niggas. Can't speak for other niggas. I can speak for myself. Cash crypto, exactly. Niggas only pay attention, just want to watch one fight. Niggas didn't even watch the prelims last Saturday. Motherfuckers watched T.O. and Rolly, and that was it. No, that was all niggas were concerned with. All right, niggas be fucking perping, acting like they real boxing fans. Niggas ain't no real boxing fans. Y'all are fans of fighters, because y'all like one fighter. Y'all niggas not real boxing fans for real. Like, y'all not. Y'all niggas wouldn't even dare pick 20 fights a whole fucking weekend for real, for real. Wouldn't dare. Niggas don't even know who Corey Marksman is. I'm pretty fucking sure. Some of y'all don't even know who he is. Some of you dumbass niggas probably don't even know who Lester Martinez is. For real, bro. Like, I'll be questioning y'all. Y'all niggas be moving out here, bro. Like, y'all niggas be moving crazy out here. For real, bro. Oh, man. Salute Ramirez, man. Salute. Yeah, man. Yeah, R.I.P. Dolly Parton, man. Definitely, man. I definitely want to send my condolences and thoughts and prayers to Dolly Parton. I just seen that news, too, man. R.I.P. to Dolly Parton, man. For sure. Salute, man.
That's Knoxville, Virginia, right? I mean, Knoxville, Tennessee. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Old Dollywood, Dolly Parton. They love Dolly Parton up here.
Facts, man. What's poppin', man? What's your thoughts on the boxing talk, man? Benavidez, Opetaia, Boots moving past Vergil, Jack Adamant on the TO scrap right now, trying to get his crack as far as the mandatory, man. What's your thoughts?
Gloat a little bit before we get into any of that, because I told y'all how trash Rolly was, and everybody that was picking Rolly.
Shit, they both was trash in my opinion. For real.
Y'all got to eat crap.
Scrap either.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. I feel like, T.O. he pretty much won by default because Broly really wasn't doing anything. But I will say, I remember being on the panel on Saturday, the day of the fight, and I told everybody that I wouldn't be surprised if Ishmael Salas, because I know he's a good trainer, will implement the same game plan that the Nielsen coach implemented. I don't know if I'm sure you watched it, Cam, the Lewis Croker Patty Donovan fight, and I told people he was literally going to make T.O. come to him because that's the only chance that he had. And it's crazy because people shitting on T.O. and saying that T.O. should have pressed the fight more. But if T.O. would have pressed the fight more, we all would have saw what would have happened. He would have went right into Rolly's game plan, which was to have him come in, and all he was doing was spamming the check left hook. Lewis Croker, the only difference was he was spamming overhand right, and he literally knocked Patty Donovan down with it 2 times, and that was the difference in the fight. Even though I felt like Patty Donovan still won the fight, and Patty Donovan was pressing. Yeah, I'm telling you, but that's the difference. Patty Donovan wasn't willing to be patient, and that's why I tell people. Ask me all the time, like, Reveres, why you always talk about how Shakur is really good and why you think he's great? And I'm like, bro, because greatness sometimes is when people know what they're great at and they stick to it, bro. Shakur don't give a fuck about y'all fans calling him boring. Shakur is not going to take dumbass chances. He's just not. And that was the difference in T.O. T.O. took chances, but he wasn't as reckless as Patty Donovan was. And that's the shit that really got him beat because he was willing to go in there. He couldn't be patient. And he knew he was better than Lewis Croker. He knew he was. But Lewis Croker put the strip on him and literally just stayed on the back foot all night. And he was like, fuck, I can't stay patient. Even though that's not Patty Donovan's style, because we just saw Patty Donovan beat the shit out of Karen Kukadjian, making Karen Kukadjian go on the front foot. And that's one thing that knockout boxing 86 says all the time, that he hates the term styles make fights. Because the truth of the matter is, it's whoever can implement their style. If you get a guy to get out of his body and fight in a different style, then you won. And that's what happened with Patty Donovan versus Karen Kukadjian. And everybody are obviously talking about, man, that boots win against Karen. Karen ain't aging very well. And I'm like, true. But at the same time, if you watch that fight, Karen wasn't fighting like he fought against Boots. Karen was forced on the front foot by Patty Donovan, and that's not his style. And that's why he got beat. That's why he lost that fight. Even though it was a nip and tuck fight, it wasn't really a wash by Patty Donovan, but he beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but no,
man,
bro, like
that fight don't deter nothing on the resume for real. I mean, because we got to see what niggas do after that shit.
That's true.
So, I mean I just feel like with T.O., I thought me personally, I talked about it the last couple of days on the show. I was trying to move past this damn dumbass fight because I thought it was trash. But I like both guys was ass in my opinion. I mean, we ain't see no improvement from either guy per se for us to fight. You know what I mean? And I picked T.O. to win, which is I knew he was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? 100%. It was just the actual fight. I was hoping the actual fight would have been good, and the fight didn't live up to being good, honestly.
Because at the end of the day, I hope, like, I can't say that because I don't wish bad luck on no man, but I do feel like this might be where Rolly actually has to get in the back of the line and actually have to work his way up, which I've always thought that he kind of was able to skip the line a little bit in his career. So if he works his way back up,
a lot of people do that. There's a lot of people that skipping the line in boxing. So Rolly's not the only one that skipped the line in boxing. We see niggas skip the line in boxing every day.
Oh, I agree with that. It's just like this. You were talking about Adam Azim, one of your quick takes, and I fuck with Adam Azim. I think he's one of the
What you
better.
think about that? Adam Azim with Sabrina Matias.
Oh, I got Azim outboxing him, most definitely. I think the jig is up when it comes to the blueprint on how to beat Sabrina Matias was always out there, but I feel like Liam Power pretty much laid down the blueprint. So all you got to do is turn them, not get into 50-50 exchanges, and that's it. And you can outbox Sabrina Matias. So I think Adam Azim he's a way better boxer than Liam Power. So I think he'll be Matias, I feel like even cleaner than Power was able to do. But the crazy part about that whole situation is you got Landolfo Delgado and Arthur. I can't say his last name.
Arthur,
But
did
they
you all
say
send
they
off?
yeah, they fighting for the vacant right now, and I get it
Yeah,
because
they fighting for the
that's how
vacant
it's
spot in
supposed to work. And
IBF.
yeah, and I feel like the IBF probably is the most. Obviously, all the sanctioning bodies are corrupt, but I feel like the IBF is probably the one that sticks to his rules, like the closest out of any of the sanctioning bodies. So they actually follow their guidelines, but at the same time, it's the situation where with the Rolly situation, kind of, because I don't think Landolfo Delgado. If you obviously, I know you don't follow him, but bro, that man literally has gotten so many gifts in his career. Like I think he had his last fight was a split decision. The fight before that was a majority draw against Elvis Rodriguez, which I thought Elvis Rodriguez beat him. And then I think he had a knockout before that, and then before that he beat somebody else in a
He just stopped.
controversial
Shit,
decision.
Adamant he just stopped fucking Steve Claggett in his last fight.
Exactly, but and it's crazy because I think Adam Azim ranked number 3 in the IBF right now. I think
So
he
he's
is.
top 5. He top 5. I think he's the top
Yeah.
5 in the WBO, I believe too.
Yeah, so but I mean, at the end of the day, Landolfo Delgado and the Arthur dude, they are ranked number 1 and number 2, so they go ahead and fight it out. But I feel like I feel like the best fighters in the IBF, the best guys in the IBF right now are Adam Azim and Ernesto Mercado. But Ernesto Mercado just done had some bad luck when it comes to
40?
the best in the IBF. The best in the IBF rankings. Yeah, I think it's
who all you think the best at 140?
overall right now. I mean, shit. Well, we don't know where Shakur fighting at. So if Shakur is in the IBF, I mean, if he's fighting at 140, then I would say he's the best. But he's talking about how he's not really a 140 pounder and he can go back to 135. So, but I guess right now, since he does hold a belt at 140, he hasn't been stripped yet. I gotta say Shakur is the best. I say Gary Antoine Russell is number 2. Damn, who else is in? Who are all the champions in at 140?
Got the WBC. He about to fight Alberto Puello October 24th.
Yeah, Dalton Smith, and then IBF is vacant. So yeah, I say it's probably Shakur, Gary Antoine, Dalton Smith, Adam Azim, and who would I say is 5? Ernesto Mercado, probably. Honestly, I really do think he's that good.
Yeah, a lot of people are high on Tito Mercado. A lot of people, I think everybody, with Tito, a lot of people just want to see him in there with some competition, see him fighting some contenders. I mean, around that weight class. I mean, but a lot of people, but shit, Tito's pushing the narrative out there that he believes like people's avoiding him. I mean, he is calling for some fights at 40 for some of the names and stuff, but he hasn't got the opportunity. And I don't know how that shit gonna work with him being over there with Salida Promotions. You know what I mean? So, with the Promotions, they win the zone, so they can make some fights happen though. But does some of those top guys want to fight Tito Mercado? That's the question.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I mean, Tito got everything.
A lot of people may feel that he's high risk, low reward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's just it's crazy to me that he left Matchroom, because I feel like Tito got everything. Like, he's a good talker. I feel like Tito is the Latino guy that everybody thought that Broly was. Like, he can talk and he can fight. And it's crazy that he wasn't able to make it work over there on Matchroom with Eddie Hearn, because I feel like they was a match made in heaven. But obviously they didn't have what their goals were, didn't align. So it's like you over there with Matchroom, and then you leave Matchroom and go to Salida. So I don't know why he would have done that.
I think I heard something about Tito's family got because I know his brother Daniel Mercado's over there with him too. I heard something about the Mercado family having ties with like Zeus Network or Win Records or something like that. To where that's kind of how that came about. You know what I mean? So I think so. They got some ties to like Win Records or Zeus. I think Win Records. I believe they got some ties to Win Records, whatever. To where that's how that kind of came about, as far as them going over there to Salida.
But yeah, like you said, I hope it don't mess anything up. But the good thing about it is pretty much all the promotional companies are under the same umbrella as far as networks. So it's not really the same thing as it used to be with the across the street argument no more. Like y'all all fighting on the same network, but y'all can't really use that argument no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. I think right now, with that being said, that's why I said it's upon the fighters whether they want to fight a Tito Mercado. Like if they want to, give him a shot. And how Salida Promotions, how they gonna move? Are they gonna make a move to where they can push him up to where they can get him to one of the number one spots in one of the sanctioning bodies? So like, that's an interesting factor for us, Tito Mercado. Like, how they gonna move him if Salida Promotions can get him to that one spot to get him to a situation where he can become a mandatory or whatsoever and get him a shot at the scraps. I mean, at one of them titles.
Yeah, and I just looked it up. He's the number 4 ranked guy behind Adam Azim. So after Lindendale in IBF, he's the number 4 guy behind. So after this Lindolfo Delgado and Arthur, I butcher his name, after they fight, then he gonna move all the way up. He gonna be the number 2. Well, yeah, number 2 guy, because you would imagine whoever loses that fight gonna drop out of probably at least out of the top 4. So yeah, he on his way. He should be, like, if he keep on winning, he should be able to get a title shot next year. And he in the IBF, so that's the right sanctioning body to be in, because they gonna make motherfuckers fight. So
yeah, you can see a spot where Muratalla used his position to go for, the winner of that Lindolfo Delgado and Arthur Bjarsenal fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he's moving up to 42 from 35.
Is he the IBF champ? Is he the IBF champion at 135?
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah. Well, you right.
Yeah,
I ain't put.
I know. I did hear the WBO president too, though, say, in the case with Muratalla, if he was trying to, work his way at 140 and trying to, challenge Shakur, he could push his position and probably get highly ranked. And, they'll definitely consider him to be, one of those guys that can probably be a mandatory for, Shakur if they highly rank him when he officially moves up to 40 and everything too, ahead of some of those guys like the Emiliano Vargas and some other guys in the WBO. You know what I mean? So we got that. It's 140 is all right division. It's cool. It has some guys. It's better than 147. Like 147 is is ass. Hey, D3, that's a fire fight. Raymond Muratalla versus Tito Mercado. I like that fight.
Oh hell yeah, that's a fight. That's a fire fight. Fire fight.
I like that.
I like that.
That'd be a
I like that
motherfucking banger.
But that's what I'm saying. It's funny. I'm glad you said that, because I didn't even think about. I wasn't thinking about Raymond moving up, Morataya moving up, and obviously him being a champion, so he can definitely execute his rights to whatever the sanctioning bodies want where they want to put him at. But he's obviously going to be in the top 5 automatically.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I mean, if you were managing Raymond, though, which route would you take? Would you tell him to go at Shakur, or would you tell him to go for I
mean, if to go up to 40 and he already a champion at IBF, it makes sense for him to go after the IBF guys. But if that's his wants, where he want that fight, where he's trying to get one of those big get a big bag and fighting Shakur, if that's what he want, then pursue it. I'm for it. You know what I mean? I'm definitely for it.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean,
that's a fire.
I mean, motherfuckers be acting like Shakur, nobody don't be calling him out or inquiring about fighting him. And yes, it is guys that wants to fight Shakur. It's just Shakur don't want to fight these guys. Like that's what it is.
Oh yeah, and I'm not gonna hold you. Like I'm a Shakur fan. I like Shakur, but I'm not gonna hold you. I was pissed off when I heard the shit that he said about Raymond Morataya, when he said, I'm really a 135 pounder. I'll fight him at 135. I'm like, bro, what that shit? Like, that's one of the things. That's one thing. Like, I don't care about all the all the stuff outside of boxing and all the chatty patty type stuff. But when you talking about duck and wreck with somebody and like moving funny, that's when I'm like, all right, I gotta look at you funny. As far as like all that other stuff, I don't care about it. But that was weird to me. So if Raymond Morataya really pressed the issue and call his bluff, and he's still on that dumb shit, like I'm not fighting him at 140, I'll fight him at 135. Then yeah, bro, he ain't gonna lose a fan in me, but I'm definitely gonna look at him way different. And I'm not gonna go to bat for him no more. I tell you that. Like I'm just gonna be like, I can't say nothing about the dude. Like that's definitely dunk actions. Like so.
Yeah, motherfuckers. I see some people in the comments. They said, I think Muratalla beat Eric. I see Eric said Muratalla beat Tito. Then I said, I already know what Cash got. Cash got Tito. He said Cash said Tito stopping Raymond Muratalla. Man, that's a tough fight, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Tito, Mercado, and Raymond. That's a tough scrap right there, bro.
Yeah, I love that fight. I feel like that's a can't miss fight. I feel like that should be, because they both, and I feel like it'll be like a tactical like war. You know what I'm saying? Because they both can box, but they both gonna get to it and press the action too. So I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that's a can't miss fight, honestly. But I feel like Adam Azim can be any of those two dudes too, honestly.
But I love the Adam Azim and Tito Mercado fight too. That's a fight that I would love to see too between them two guys.
Yeah, that's a great fight. But like you said, I hadn't done my research on the Subriel Matias fight. That's a great fight too. Beautiful clash of styles, because we know Matias is gonna bring it. Matias is not gonna be in a boring fight, bro. So Matias is literally who I feel like guys. It pisses me off when guys talk about how like Shakur and Devin are pillow fisted and they can't punch, and then they get in the ring with them and they don't really press the action. I can't stand that shit, because at the end of the day, if they can't punch, you know what I'm saying? If they can't punch, bro, then that means that you should just be walking through their shit. That's one thing.
When we talking about those two niggas, though, them niggas be evasive and shit.
Yeah.
Haney is big for his.
They got nothing for Subriel. Neither Haney or got nothing for Subriel. Is the best guy caught in the ring, and now he's not Paro clinched Subriel, and the night was too big for him. In Puerto Rico, I always say Subriel cannot be a main event. The lights get too bright for him. That's his weakness. But after Paro, Puello tried to clinch Subriel. And what happened to Puello? What happened in that fight? Subriel caught the ring all night long, banged the shit out of Puello. Puello tried to clinch, tried to headbutt, and what happened? He lost, because Subriel learned from that mistake. The problem I see, why Subriel is back in 140? We already told his promoter, we already told him we want to see him in 147. Why you keep draining yourself to 140? You cannot make that way no more. What the fuck is wrong with you? You see, we love him, and he's gonna put a freaking fight. He's gonna beat anyone. But his problem, he cannot be a main event. The price get too bright for him. He cannot do 140 no more. Last time we Dalton Smith, he was like 2 days eating ice without eating to make the weight, and he barely made the 140. So I don't want to see him fighting in 140 no more. He did what he had to do. He won 2 titles in 140. It's time to move up to 147. That's what Subriel Matias have to do. Not freaking fighting freaking 140 again. Hell no.
Now he's standing in the mix at 40, man. D3, man, was probably.
Yeah, I don't know. That's stupid. Why you want to stay at 140? Why? For what? What are you gonna do else over there? Again, there's nothing else for you in 140. Move to 147. Win another division. Be 2 times division champion. Don't stuck in 140. Like what the fuck? Your team is up there. Haney's up there. Keyshawn is up there. Everybody's up there in 147. Move up. Let the 140 for the new guys. Don't be a freaking stepping stone. Yeah.
Hey, Dang Father stupid, man. He said it's a reason Subriel stayed at 40 years old.
I don't want to say nothing, but I'm looking for something right now. But what's his name? Melazar Khan Sabor. Yeah, we gonna have to talk, bro, because you just said a bunch of bullshit.
Bunch of what? Bullshit?
Bullshit.
Bullshit?
But
What
I'm
Subriel
looking
Matias
for
fight? He caught the ring to everybody. Look how he do to Paro. Look like what he did to Malik Hawkins. Look what he did to all the boxers. He caught the ring and whooped his ass. The only two people that
he lost the
actually,
Paro,
yeah,
bro.
to the Europeans. Which
He lost the
American have
Paro.
defeated Subriel Matias? Which American have defeated? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He lost to Paro, and he lost to European. Which American have defeated Subriel Matias? Which American style have defeated Subriel Matias?
Liam Paro fights in an American style. He fight
No.
like a
Liam
slick
Paro
black
fight
boxer, bro. What are you
European
talking
style,
about?
jumping. Watch Liam Paro style is a European style, jumping in the ring, jumping forward. Yes, even Hitchens said so. What do you think, that everybody that moves backwards is American style, or everybody that moves forward is a Mexican style? No, bro. No.
Subriel Matias. First of all, the European style is straight up and down. No slickness. Like, I get what you're saying, but you don't know what you're watching, my boy. Like,
I know what I'm watching, my boy. Yeah, boy. I know what I'm watching, boy. Shit. Shit. You the fuck you think you're talking to?
And who did you say? What slick black fighters, American style fighters, this Subriel Matias beat?
Malik Hawkins was the first one. None of them have balls to fight Matias. None of them got balls to fight the American from Puerto Rico, papi. None of your Americans from the States got the balls to fight the American from Puerto Rico named Subriel Matias. None of them. None of them. Kevin Haney run away from Subriel Matias. Teofimo Lopez run away from Subriel Matias. Not even freaking Kitchen or Shakur want to fight Subriel Matias. None of your favorite American fighters want to fight Subriel Matias. So you have to fight the Europeans, because the Europeans are the only one with the balls to fight Subriel Matias. So don't be bringing me because the Europeans defeat Subriel Matias that your American favorite boxer gonna defeat Subriel Matias. No, don't use that word. No. Europeans did it. The Europeans, not the Americans, not the American slick style. The Europeans, the British, the Australians, the Germans.
You said all of that, but bro, you still haven't told me a slick black fighter that he's beat. Malik Hawkins is not a slick black boxer.
Puello got the same American black slick fight, and he defeated Malik Hawkins. Don't you know who was Malik Hawkins?
That's how I know you don't know what you're watching, bro. Malik Hawkins is not a slick black fighter. Stop saying that. He's not.
No, where's the freaking fighter? Tell me he's not a slick black boxer. Come on, don't be talking. You don't know what you're watching. You don't know what you're watching.
Literally, I've been in gyms with Malik Hawkins. Malik Hawkins is literally he was a good little prospect early, but Malik Hawkins never panned out to be as good as what everybody thought.
Malik Hawkins
anybody in DC knows that Malik Hawkins was not on that level, bro. He never was on that level.
Malik Hawkins and Africa got the same style. Malik Hawkins and Africa got the same style because when they fought with the same style.
You're just talking, bro.
Watch the fight, bro. Stop trying to discuss with me and watch the fight. I bet you never watched Malik Hawkins versus Africa. I bet you never watched that fight. Go to YouTube and put Malik Hawkins versus Richardson Hitchens. Go to YouTube.
They don't fight anything alike. Africa beat Malik Hawkins' ass.
But watch the fight. Stop arguing with me and go to YouTube and watch the fight and tell me they don't have the same stuff because they came from the same gym. Mayweather promotion. Malik Hawkins and Richardson Hitchens came from the same gym of Mayweather promotion. They was freaking partners. They was sparring together. They learned the same freaking style together.
No,
they grew up together. Oh my fucking God.
Malik Hawkins did not. You don't know what you're talking about. Malik Hawkins did not come up in Mayweather's gym. He's from DC. He came up in Headbanger's gym. He literally
what
are you talking about, bro? Shut up.
Bro, Mayweather went to Dominican Republic in a tournament that was hanging over there and signed Richardson Hitchens to Mayweather promotion. How are you gonna tell me no if I freaking watch all that shit? I've even freaking reported. Why are you telling me that no? How you freaking are so crazy?
Because you literally said he came up in the Mayweather gym.
Mayweather signed Richardson Hitchens to Mayweather promotion in Dominican Republic. So fuck.
Just because he
Are you
signed
gonna
with
tell me that
Mayweather
is not
Promotions
true?
doesn't mean that he came up in Mayweather's gym. Africa didn't come
Yes,
up in
they will.
Mayweather's
Oh my
gym.
God! And
He
where
signed with
Mayweather
Mayweather,
gonna
but
train
he
him?
didn't come up in
Where
Mayweather's gym. What are
gonna
you talking
Mayweather
about?
gonna train him? Yes, they will train him in the same gym over there in
Okay,
what is the state that they
Meleza
coming from?
Constable. Do you maybe it's a language barrier here. What do you mean when you say came up in a gym? What does that mean to you? Explain what that
They
means to the audience.
trained together in the gym. They was training partner in the gym because Mayweather took Richardson his team where Malik Hawkins is from. I forgot that state, Maryland. They took
Malik
him to
Hawkins is not
Maryland
from
and
the
they
same state
trained
as Richardson
together.
Hitchens. You're wrong. Shut
No,
up.
they're
You
not
don't
from
know
the
what you're
same
talking about.
state. Of course, they're not from the same state. He took him from
So what are you
fucking
talking about?
Leahy and moved it to freaking Maryland. And he trained him in the Mayweather promotion freaking gym. And Malik Hawkins was training with him. And they were freaking partners in the gym. And they have the same style. How you gonna tell me they don't?
So
They
who
throw
was
even the same jab.
who was Malik Hawkins' trainer? Who was Malik Hawkins' trainer? Might I ask?
He was in the
Please.
Mayweather promotion. That was like 5 years ago. How you want me to remember every
No,
freaking name?
you know so much. Who was Malik Hawkins' trainer? Tell me who was Malik Hawkins' trainer. You know so much.
Motherfucker, how am I gonna remember a freaking name?
Exactly, because you don't know what you're talking about. You just get on
I
here and
know
speak
what I'm
broken ass
talking. Go
English
and do
and
the
don't be
research. Bro,
sounding
you don't
fucking
know
stupid as
shit.
hell.
You talk dumb shit just because you listen from other people. When you know the reality and what happened, then I gonna expose you. Because yes, Malik Hawkins and Richardson his team was partners in the gym. And they have the same style. And none of them can beat Subriel Matia. None of them. None of them with the slick style can defeat Subriel Matias because Subriel Matias gonna cut the ring. Subriel Matias gonna make you pay. The Europeans. When an American fights Subriel Matias, then you tell me the American can defeat Subriel Matias. Till the day that they don't got the balls to face him and they keep moving up weight class, you cannot tell me non-American can defeat him. Because none of them got the balls to fight him.
Can you listen real quick? Let me ask you another question. Okay, what would you say? What would you say is Subriel Matias' biggest weakness? Why do you think he has problems with movers? What do you think is his
He don't
biggest
have
weakness?
problem with movers. He defeat all the movers. What you mean?
Does he have a good jab? Does Subriel Matias have a good jab? Does he have a good jab?
The problem of Subriel Matias is the bright lights and the main event. That's his problem. That's the reason when he fails is every time he's the main event, he's the main core, and the lights get too bright for him, and he starts to get distracted.
It's the
He's not in the
bright
ring.
lights. It's the bright lights. It's the weight. What else? What other excuses you got for your boy? It's the bright lights.
I
it's
don't
the
got
weight.
excuses.
What else?
Yeah, I don't got excuses. It's what I saw. The only fight that he have lost is when he's the main event. The three fights that he lost is he as a main event.
Great ass fighter. He is great ass fighter, but he can't perform in the main event. That's crazy,
he can't.
bro.
Wow. It is.
I mean, how is he ever gonna be good in the world of boxing then if he can't even he can't perform under the bright lights?
He already has 2 titles. He's a twice champion. He already won 2 titles in 140. So he's a great champion already. He's a 2-time world champion.
And I like
but he's not that great.
I like Subriel Matias. I think he's good for boxing. I think he's an exciting fighter. But man, Subriel, he has too many flaws. And I'm gonna tell you what Subriel Matias' problem is. The reason why once he stepped up in competition, Subriel Matias literally doesn't have a jab. If you're a pressure fighter who doesn't have a jab, unless you have an iron chin and that shit is going to last forever, then you're going to end up getting knocked out. And that's what we saw with Dalton. It was just a matter of time before Subriel Matias kept on getting those 50-50 exchanges and being able to just outlast people and have a better chin. Then he was going to run into somebody that had a punch and was going to knock his ass out. And that's what we saw with Dalton.
Of course, Subriel Matias thought that his skin color was going to defeat the white boy.
And getting 50-50 exchanges. And because
he made the same mistake that a lot of people do. They think the skin color is going to help him to win a fight. And that was his mistake. He thought that his skin color will give him more power over the light skin color. Like Bernard Hopkins. He said that a white boy will not gonna knock him out, and he got knocked out by a white boy. Subriel Matias said that this white boy will not gonna defeat him because he's a pussy. He don't have heart. He told him like that. He gonna bring the how he say I'm gonna bring out the little girl he have inside of him, and that light up a fire on Dalton Smith, and Dalton Smith wanna prove that he's not a girl. You know, it's a lot of shit that happened.
I mean,
But
you
you were
you
not
you
gonna
can
tell me
take
that a
the
slick
you
style
can
gonna
take
defeat him.
you can take the psychological route and try to like be a boxing psychologist and try to figure out like what his mindset is and why he lost the fight because he thought that he was going against a black. I'm talking about the X's and O's, bro. Like Sabrina Matias has
But
always
it is
fought the exact same. He's always fought the same way, and I always said his
yeah.
that style is not going to last a long time in boxing because it's literally predicated on how
And
well your
Haney has
chin can
fought the
last.
same way too. Haney has fought the
Who?
same way too all his career. And you're gonna tell me
Haney?
what? But he chose the opponents that he
Yeah,
can
because
defeat. Why he
that's a
don't choose
style
Gabriel Matias?
that
Why he don't he
that's a
haven't
style
choose
that
Gabriel Matias?
that's a long-lasting style, my boy. When you fight and you're not taking a lot of chances and you're not getting hit on the chin constantly, that's the long-lasting style. The style that
Yeah,
Sabrina
that don't
Matias
make money.
fight
That don't make money.
like a
Yeah,
Provatnikov,
he got a style that don't make money. That he got a style that he cannot get a fight.
Or Sabrina or Matisse, Matias. They fight a lot alike. But I knew those styles were not going to last, bro. You cannot be a pinata and just walk into punches. I don't care how strong your chin is. If you have no head movement and you just in there being like, I'm gonna drop my nuts and it's a battle of attrition. After a while, bro, your chin is gonna wear out, or you're gonna run into somebody that can really crack, and you're gonna get knocked the fuck out. And that's what happened to him, bro. Point blank, period. Like, and
Well,
if you don't
yeah,
want to
because he
accept that,
fought
I know
a
you love
fighter
him,
that
but
go come forward, but not a slick boxer. A slick boxer will not gonna knock him out, will not gonna hurt him, will not gonna do nothing. Neither
they would
Shakur,
outbox him though.
neither
But they would
Haney.
outbox him.
Hell no, because he's gonna cut the ring and he's gonna freaking cut the exit. Haney will not gonna have an exit with Subriel Mavilla and cannot freaking outlast him because he's gonna cut the ring all night long.
Hey,
Say
Malaza,
Devin
man.
Haney is an easy prey for
Malaza, man.
Matias.
Hey, Malaza. Hey, man, say man. Hey, we ain't see motherfucking Matias cut the ring off against fucking Dalton Smith, bro. I'm not confident
Don't
in
you see it
him
with
cutting the
Puellos?
ring off. Matias, his ass is in the back of the line. He got to fight Adamant. We can see what he got going on with that. You know what I'm saying? But him losing Dalton Smith, not good for him.
Yeah.
Not a good look.
No, it isn't. It
Not all
isn't.
that crazy in my opinion either, for real, to be honest. You know what I mean? But let me
It
get
isn't.
to D Free. Hold on. D Free in the building and my brother Be More Bully in the building, man. D Free was popping, Brody.
What's good, man? I'm just up here laughing at these people. What's going on? I'm just sitting here listening. I'm listening to the argument, and I don't think neither one of them are hearing what each other is saying, because I heard one say, "Well, when did he fight a slick black fighter?" You got a lot of people that haven't fought slick black fighters. Doesn't mean that they aren't good. Doesn't mean that they can't be a champion. I mean, shoot, when did Devin Haney fight a slick black fighter? He never fought one. So I mean, there's a lot of people that hasn't fought slick black fighters. And slick black fighters doesn't mean that you're a good fighter because you fight a slick black fighter or you beat a slick black fighter. Kid Austin beat a slick black fighter. Is he good? No. Kid Austin's not good. Kid Austin is okay. I mean, but Matias, he has a style that is not gonna prevail on the top level because he doesn't have defense. What makes you a good champion, what makes you a long-lasting champion, is somebody that has all of the skills. If you don't have all of the skills, mainly defense, you're not going to be champion for long. And this ain't the first time that Matias got beat. He got beat by a guy that outboxed him the first time that he lost. So this is not something that's unusual. If you know what Matias is, you know how to beat him. You outbox him and you avoid his big shots. That's how you beat him.
Man, fast plus tax, man. Hey, what you got on? What's your thoughts, man? DB, Opetaia, man. What you think about it? On the other topics, man. What's your thoughts, D Freezy?
What's that?
I said, what's your thoughts on the other topics with DB and Opetaia and everything else?
Man, I'm so sick of I'm sick of this dude. Dog, just say, you know what? I want to fight David Benavidez next. Look, we already done pushed for this fight. Let's go ahead and get this fight over with. But the next fight, give me David Benavidez. All of this lawsuit and all this, no, just go fight David Benavidez. All this is to get around David Benavidez. All you got to do is say, I want to fight David Benavidez next. Let's make it a ring call. We ain't got to fight on Zoom. The belt ain't got to be on the line. Let me get David Benavidez next. That's all he got to do.
Facts, man. Facts was that aircraft, man. You know I gotta ask my brother D Free about DB. You feel me? You know the vibes. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know we are talking about what's hot out here in the streets out here. You feel me? You know what I mean? B More, man. What's popping, my boy? B More's finest in the building, man. What's popping, Brody?
Hey, man. Man, Melissa, y'all very, very, very entertaining. I just gotta admit that, man. Hey, man. Hey, I'm getting. Hey, I saw a little tidbit. November 8th, the bomb is coming back.
Yeah, the ladies, man. The
Yeah,
ladies, man. I'm
she
hyped for
going
that. This
moving
card,
up,
November. This November 8th card, Fuego, bro. No cap, man. I'm fucking
moving
with
up
it.
to
MVP.
135, and she coming swinging, moving to 135 already. Give me that belt. Give me that belt. She gonna
Fucking with this
take them.
card.
Yeah, she got something for Caroline Dubois. Dubois. She got something for her, you know. But man, I was sitting back.
I ain't gonna lie, be more. I love the back and forth between Alicia and Caroline. I love that back and forth. I told everyone, man, the last few months, I've been telling, I'm like, bro, they building this fight, all the back and forth, the shit talking.
Yeah,
MVP building this fight. I said the fight ain't gonna happen in 2026, but 2027. Look forward to the fight being happening. You see that shit on the way, man. If they both can get past
it gotta
that next
build
fight.
up. It gotta build up. Motherfuckers gotta get off of this. I want to see this fight, and I want to see it now. And they stomping their feet like a little kid who can't get his Snickers at the motherfucking corner store. You know what I mean? Or like the little kids she see in the dollar store and Walmart who going down the candy aisle and they want something and they can't get it, so they stomping their feet and
That's a
shit.
good question, Dane. That's a good
You
question.
know?
So with the gas tank going for look like,
Yeah.
she done fought two fights
She,
in
3 minute
12 rounds,
rounds.
man. So she getting accustomed. Now I gotta look at her hand and see how many fights she done fought at 12 rounds. I don't know if she has or not, but I'll definitely check real quick though for sure. But if this her first fight, then that's an interesting perspective right there for from her right there.
Oh, Cam.
Yo,
Did you see that little snippet of baby money in the ring with big money and one of his trainers showing them some techniques and whatnot?
oh yeah, man, bro, man, you
Player
can't be
hating dickheads
surprised.
just surround each
You
other.
can't be surprised at that shit.
Yeah, they just surround each other. You know what I mean? They be around each birds of a feather flock together.
So this is Turhan's first 3 minute 10 rounder. So this her first 3 minute 10 rounder right here. She's never fought 3 minutes. She 31 from Turkey.
Mm. No wonder she gonna have her job in the ring.
Now OTB, it's more so like with the fight with AB and Caroline, it ain't more so on us, the fans and stuff per se. It's more so how MVP how they moving. They're trying to build that fight into one of those super fights. You know what I mean per se, to where both ladies can get a crazy bag fighting each other. They trying to build it into like a Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. You know what I mean? So they're trying to build that into one of those big matchups for women's boxing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like now, Alicia at 35. That's our first,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, hey, OTB, man, it was funny. I sent the graphic to the Ohio Response right this morning, right? And then right when I was starting the live, motherfucking motherfucking Ohio text me. He like, man, Alicia from Texas down, and I fucking got weak as hell, bro. Like I had to, I'm glad I had a video going at the time when I see that text because I was weak as fuck, man. He said, man, Alicia from Texas down. He said, we won't get weak as fuck. I'm like, man, that shit funny as fuck, bro. But yeah, man, these some good scraps, man, for the ladies, man. Tierra Brown, Ellie Scotty, man. I love me some Ellie Scotty, man. That girl's a fucking dog, man. And she gonna give Tierra Brown a run for her motherfucking money in that fight, man. And this is Ellie Scotty moving up from 122 to 126 in that fight right there, you know what I mean? And Scott Nicholson, a former victim for Tierra Brown. Tierra Brown beat Scott Nicholson, last year. You know what I mean? Scott Nicholson fighting Mio Yoshida on this card, which is gonna be a tough little scrap for her right there. Scott should get the job done, in my opinion. But that round Ali and Makia Krebs fight, that's gonna be a dog fight right there too.
Cam, I have a question. That guy that's who they're gonna fight, he's undefeated too?
Who?
The guy that's who there is gonna fight, he's undefeated too?
Who, Adam Azim? Yeah, he undefeated.
Yeah. Oh my god, another one?
Man,
gotta keep it.
Adam, I ain't gonna lie. Hey man, hey, Adam Azim about to pack Buddy up. I ain't gonna lie.
Another undefeated, cabrón. Another one. Out of his 25, he got like 18 undefeated guys.
I'm about to put Sabril Matias in the dirt.
No, I don't think so. I don't think. But cabrón, that's what bothered me. Like another one. Cabrón, give me a fucking break. Gotta keep this. Damn.
That's a young lion right there at Adams.
He got like 18 undefeated fighters. Look his record. He got like 18 undefeated fighters by now. Like, what the fuck? Another one?
Hey, he stopped Steve Claggett, the guy that fucking Teofimo.
Yeah, Steve Claggett. Fuck Steve Claggett. That's a bomb. Yeah, he's a bomb. But,
shit, motherfucking Tio went life and death with his ass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I think. Tio is a bomb because he went 12 rounds with Steve Claggett. Yeah, that's what I think. He's a bomb and he don't have no skills. If you look, shit, Steve Claggett with 7 losses, and he went 12 rounds, and he's a prodigy. A prodigy don't go 12 rounds with freaking Steve Claggett with 7 losses. He do what the other guy did, destroy him.
Oh man!
Hey, I'm crying.
I gotta work.
Hey, I'm fucking crying, man. Man, motherfuckers funny as fuck, man. But this shit crazy, man, out here in the boxing streets, man. In the streets. In the boxing streets, man. Hella fights this week, bro. Hella fights this week. What y'all think about the scraps that we got this week?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a long day.
That Michaela Mayer fight, hey, that's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, for real. That's gonna
Which
be
one,
that's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Yeah, no, the Michaela Mayer versus Cameron.
Oh hell yeah, That's 50 John
That's
for
one
real.
right there. I don't know who's gonna win that fight. I lean
I
towards
can't even
Michaela.
give a pick on that one.
I lean towards Michaela, but I don't know. Cameron can fight.
Now I thought she beat Katie Taylor in that second fight for real, in my opinion, for real. But of course they gave the lean to Katie in that one. And Chantel Cameron, she a fucking dog. That's what I said. I don't. That's a fight I ain't gonna know who to pick until Saturday morning, probably. Like
I know what fight I am picking. I'm picking Moses for the knockout.
I was
Oh yeah.
Vegas got Moses stopping Buddy 4 through 9.
Oh yeah.
I told you,
That
I got Moses stopping him within the first 5 rounds. I don't think it go past 5.
now that's something that's a that may be a guarantee. Seriously.
And
That's 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 a
you see what
guarantee.
Herkovic said, man. He talking about he feel like he's the best he's been, but if he lose, he said the end is near for him.
Mm.
That's a
That's a
crazy
loser.
ass
That's a
statement.
loser mentality.
Who said that?
Herkovic.
Man, Herkovich don't even know what it feels like to be the best. He ain't been the best of nothing. This man ain't never
I
been
think
a
he was
champion.
saying more so like how he feel like physically, et cetera, as far as like how he feel like health wise and stuff like that. That's what I think he meant when he said that.
Well, you hope
So,
that's what he meant. Cause he going into the fight thinking like that.
see, this is the
Mm,
thing. Moses has been in the ring with a bunch of Herkovich. Herkovich has never been in the ring with a guy like Moses.
Damn.
That's the thing. Like Moses know what to expect. What do Herkovich? How can he prepare for somebody like Moses? It ain't a lot of guys that box like Moses at heavyweight.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I
yeah.
wonder who he was born with prepared for this fight. That damn, just thinking about that for real. That's a
So
good.
somebody who throw haymakers at will. You're gonna have to be. You gonna have to, man. You better. So you gonna have to learn how to move that head for real.
Yeah, Philip Hergovic got a bad problem getting his head off the line, boy. Boy, that shit for the cooking, boy. The Saturday for Moses, bro. That's why
For
they
real.
just know what they know, man. They know what they know.
You gonna have. You better start. No, well, it's too late for him to start doing it now. Because even if he do it through the first 3 rounds, by the fourth round, it's going to go right back to sitting on center line. And Moses just going to be whacking that shit like he playing whack-a-mole.
Bo's gonna be in there beating that boy ass, man.
You know, beat that boy ass, man. Seriously. That
I
boy
said,
got
oh
some
wait,
freakish strength.
OTB said Moses got some flaws.
Yeah, but that
Do
guy's not the
y'all
one
think
to bring
Herkovich is better than
the.
Dillian White? Do you think
Hergovic better than
Herkovich is better
Dillian
than
White?
Dillian White?
No, not so much. They don't. I'll probably edge Philip Hergovic maybe, but he's not so much better than them though at all though for sure.
I don't know. I still go white.
Uh, I think Dillian White is better than Herkovich.
Yeah.
Dillian White is another guy that never lost a decision. Every time he lost, it was by knockout. He never lost a decision. I don't think Herkovich can beat Dillian White.
That fight would be a 50-50 fucking fight damn near for real. And
I
I
mean,
would and
like,
I wouldn't in that fight I wouldn't be mad if anybody picked Dillian White in that either for real because Philip Hergovic got he got some inconsistencies, man, for sure.
Yeah, but suffice to say, that guy's not the one to be able to take advantage of any flaw that Moses Atuma got.
Did you think Philip beat David Adelaide when he fought him last year?
you said be who?
Did you think Philip Hergovic beat David Adelaide last year? Because he won that fight by unanimous decision.
It was close. It was a lot closer than what the judges had. The one fight that I don't think he won was the Big Bang Zane fight.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh
They
yeah,
I don't
he
think he
lost
won
that
that
yeah,
one.
fight.
yeah,
I'd even say myself, I thought he lost that joint too, for real. Because Big
yeah.
Bang Zane, I
Bang,
was like, what the fuck?
Bang got robbed. They robbed him.
Hey, Aircraft said Herkovic could destroy Dillian White.
I don't know what y'all see in Herkovich. I don't see nobody outside of a big puncher. I don't see no head movement. I don't see no footwork. I don't see no
Right.
defense. I don't know what y'all see in Herkovich.
Everybody at heavyweight. That's why I don't watch that bullshit.
I think he get his shit off because he more so tall than some and then he's taller than a lot of the opponents that he fights. You know what I mean too, so he gets a lot of his shit off with that shit for real half of the time.
That's just size. That's just him having a size
That
advantage.
size shit don't mean shit in this fight with Moses though. Moses a
Nah,
big motherfucker too though. He like 6'5"
yeah,
his damn self. You know what I mean? But
man,
he's small in proportion and shit. You know what I mean? But
that young boy got some hammers, man.
Sure.
He got
Like I
some
said,
motherfucking John
that
Henry
man got
hammers.
he got power in both hands, and he boxes better than just about everybody at heavyweight.
And that's the main thing right there. He boxes. That's something that a lot of this generation don't do, not like the past generation. Like when Lennox Lewis, he boxed. You know what I mean? Emmanuel Stewart had him working. He boxed. He taught him the art of
I'm gonna say
boxing.
I can tell you how the fight gonna go. The first 2 rounds, he's gonna be trying to figure out what Herkovich is trying to do, and then he's gonna step on the gas, and Herkovich ain't gonna know how to get away from him.
Nope.
He's gonna hit Herkovich with a big shot, and Herkovich gonna go to start to back up, and he ain't gonna know how to get away from him because his hands is faster than Herkovich. His boxing ability is better than Herkovich. His defense is better. His footwork is better. I don't see how Herkovich win this fight outside of landing a big shot, and they pray that he doesn't have a chin because we never seen him hit on the chin, so we don't know how good his chin is. But they hoping that Herkovich can land a big shot and he doesn't have a chin.
in fact, that's about to say, yeah, we ain't seen motherfucking Moses touched up at all yet.
Nope.
He ain't been touched up yet. I mean, I done seen him get hit with a jab, but some little small shit, but we ain't never seen him get hit with a big shot yet. You know what I mean? From anyone that he's fought, but that's because he in the mix wiping motherfuckers down like Boosie. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Like, that's because he wiping niggas down like
Yeah,
Boosie in this
you
bitch.
absolutely right, Aircraft. Herkovich is like a robot. He moves like
Facts.
one too. You're
And that's the
absolutely right.
problem. That's the problem right there. Moving like a robot. You know what I mean? He's mechanical. He's not
Hey,
fluid.
I remember Shell Moore, man. Well, every time we talk about Hercules, that motherfucker Shell Moore be going all about Hercules. Like, man, that motherfucker ass, man. Motherfucker don't get his head off the motherfucking line. He got bad footwork. That motherfucker ass, bro. Like, he be shitting on Hercules.
Man, you know, you
I
say,
always the reason why I talked this fight up, but the reason why I talked this fight up is because both guys on the same staple, and then both guys was 1 and 2 in the sanctioning bodies. You know what I'm saying? So and behind them, behind like 2 and 3 in other sanctioning bodies too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, bro, motherfucking give fucking Moses Atuma Philip Herkovic so he can wipe his ass down like Boosie and get the motherfucking strap or whatsoever, you know what I'm saying, and move from there, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit about to be crazy. Like, because once Moses gets his title, bro, then everything, all the smoke is there. All the heavyweight smoke is there. Daniel Dubois, Ajay Cabiel, Murat Gassiev, like, all of that smoke is there. You know what I mean? Like, so it ain't no turning down smoke when you become champion, like I've been telling people over the last week, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of these guys, bro. Like, if you in the mix, you in the mix. So we got to see you get it fucking cracking, you know what I mean? Hey, Leo Atang is fighting on the October 24th card on Cash, the Alberto Puello Dalton Smith card. They ain't give him an op yet, but he is fighting on that card though. And he nice. Terramona, I told y'all yesterday, perfect fight for Terramona. Terramona, like a builder fight for him would be a Andy Ruiz. If Andy Ruiz get past Damian Naiva, that's not a short thing. He gonna get past him, honestly, to be honest, if y'all do your homework. But you know what I mean, especially with Andy Ruiz, he hasn't fought since 3 years and shit. You know what I
man,
mean?
that's sad.
Another fight.
Ain't old Doughboy done turned to the food, man.
Aircraft, that'd be fire. Joseph Parker and Moses Atuma. I like that fight. I like that. I like that. That's another builder fight. You know what I'm saying? As far as building his resume, and you know what I mean. Like I think he'll cook fucking and motherfucking Joseph Parker for sure. I definitely got him cooking Joseph Parker for sure. And what other songs we got? Other ones we got, man. Lester Martinez. I seen Aircraft said he ain't high on Lester Martinez. What's y'all thoughts about Lester Martinez, y'all?
C-level fighter. I
C
mean,
level.
I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing special about him. I'm not high on him either.
Yeah, he got the interim title, so he defended his interim title versus this guy Luca Plantic. Luca Plantic's number 4 in the WBC. So yeah, this gonna they got Lester Martinez a heavy favorite in this fight and shit. So I'm more. A lot of people talking about Najee Lopez on this card, with his fight, man, fighting Juan Carrillo on the card. Najee, motherfuckers was saying I seen boxing scene, and I seen, of course, they pushing that shit with pro boxing. Of course, pro boxing scene, pro boxing, of course. But I seen some other people talking about they think Najee Lopez is the rising star for the 175-pound division. What's your thoughts about that?
But who? Who?
Najee Lopez.
Najee Lopez? Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just gotta. I gotta see him up against some competition. Somebody a little bit stronger. He got up his game.
Agree, be more. He got a lot of great attributes. Like his reach is crazy. Like he big for the division. He got speed. He
Yeah,
got power. But it's just we got to see him against better competition. Like I think it was his last fight. He showed heart, but he definitely got hurt. Like repeatedly doing the same thing defensively, as far as him being flawed. But how old is Najee Lopez?
I had to check real quick. I want to say he in his like mid 20s. I want to say. Let me
Yeah,
see.
that's what I was thinking too.
yeah. He gotta start stepping up in some competition. You know,
26.
it's like
Okay,
He
we got an
26.
he got a
epidemic
little bit of
of.
time.
It's like we got epidemic of tomato cans out here. You know,
Yeah.
that's what happened when you don't have any journeymen out here to go ahead and touch your prospects, so they can develop other areas of their game. You know what I mean? They can show that grit. You know, especially if they get hurt, they can show that grit. They can fight back. You know, we can see what they made of. See if they got that dog in them. You know, but if they going in there and they just waxing motherfuckers out within 5 rounds and KOing them, you're not gonna see where they at.
Man, yeah, the Najee Lopez. I think he gave us definitely one of the one of the best performances of this year. You know what I mean? As far as the fight that he had with old boy, but Najee Lopez 175. It's starting to like. I mean, you got Bivol still there. He's about to fight um his mandatory with the man Colin Smith. They got the purse bid actually Thursday, which we're gonna be reacting to that purse bid live with the WBO Thursday at 11 a.m. Man, when they start that thing for sure. And he has 3 of the titles and stuff. Of course, David Benavidez has the WBC, but I'm assuming no, David Benavidez is definitely going to be given that strap's about to become vacant because he's about to fight for that cruiserweight title pretty much. The WBC along with defending his 2 straps against Michael Ciesley December 12th. So I mean, right now, 175, man, it's some openings probably, man, because I think we don't know how long Biff was going to be there at 75 and stuff, and how long he's going to be fighting the way he's moving and shit too. So Najee Lopez,
Yeah.
do y'all think he can become a world champion at 175?
Um, Probably so. More than likely, he will be a champion. You know what I mean? It all depends on his development and who's there, who he's going to get the belt from. You know,
Yeah,
who he's going to take on
I
to get
think,
that belt.
yeah, and he's 26. You said that's what you said 26, right, CamJ?
Yeah,
So
26. Yeah.
I'm looking at the rankings and champions right now. Like at the end of the day, Benavidez ain't gonna be around for very much longer. I mean, we got it. Father Time is undefeated.
Sure.
Bivol probably ain't gonna be around for very much longer. So I feel like they're trying to play the waited out thing because it's not like his handlers are in any rush to get him moved up in the rankings. Because I think his highest ranking, what I'm looking at right now, his highest ranking is 11, and that's in the WBO. So they not in no hurry to like move him real fast. I think they're probably trying to wait him out. And I think because of his skill level and shit, I think he'll be a champion because Benavidez is probably going to be campaigning at cruiserweight, so he's out of the division. So I mean, yeah, it's wide open. The only thing he got Ben Whitaker to contend with, but other than that, like it's.
And they
I love
talking
that
that
fight. Ben
Benavidez might go
Whitaker,
heavyweight.
Ben Whitaker, and Najee. Like I would love for Ben Whitaker to fight Najee Lopez
Man,
and
but Cam, you know,
him do
Eddie
all
is
that
not gonna put
fierce
Ben
and shit
Whitaker
he
in
be
there with
doing up
fucking
there in
Najee
that fight.
Lopez, bro.
Man, Ben Whitaker ain't about to fight no goddamn
He's
body,
not.
so you might as well
He's
quit
not.
it.
He's not. He's not.
And I
I
like
would
Ben
love that.
Whitaker. I like Ben
Yeah,
Whitaker, but he ain't about to fight nobody for real.
I don't think so either.
And
Shit, he
And
that's
ranked
Eddie
number
fine.
3.
protecting him
That's
like
fine.
Eddie gonna protect him like a motherfucker, boy. He
He
gonna
I
try to
mean,
make
protecting
sure he
it.
get
Yeah,
yeah,
he
but my
is.
question is like,
to a fucking strap.
what do y'all really be expecting from these fighters? Like, it's a very thin line. This is what I say. I say it depends on the fighter it depends on the fighter and where they are to where they could take risk, right? Like you got some fighters that could take a risk and lose and it's cool but you know what? I think it's the Mexican fight to be cool. And it's all and they get to keep going. Like it's certain factions of fighters that they just absolutely can't lose. They not nothing until they champions and all of this other stuff. And it's like, who are the journeymen in boxing? I think I came up here the other day and we was having that conversation because out of either you a superstar or the fight trash. I don't want to hear like I don't. It make you not want to watch boxing. If two superstars ain't fighting, then you think the fight gonna be trash. Like where is the in between? Like who would y'all say is in between? Because if it is an in between fighter and somebody want to be like, oh, I think they can pull it off and do that. No, they trash. They can't do nothing. And it's like, guys, not all of these fighters are so trash. They're just not superstars. And just because a fighter's not the most skilled does not mean they can't be competitive. Like, I think that
That.
mindset is making everybody view a lot of these fights that way. Like, boxing is at a war right now. So you can put a hold on just seeing these great, awesome, big fights. Because look what's going on. AJ and Fury supposed to be a big fight. Look what they breaching the whole contract. They just said, fuck the contract, do what we say. So it may be a while, not a while, but like those big fights we're gonna get and want, they're gonna be few and far in between, which is what I expressed to people over the last year and a half about this whole Turkey situation and how that was going to end up happening. So now this is where we're at because boxing is being so fractured and broken up that it's hard to get those fights right now. Like two of the main people that we really been following all these years and all of that, they ain't fighting. They ain't announcing fights. They like, what's going on? The heavyweight division, it's kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you got Moses Atama, but who really knows Moses Atama like that? Like he's still building himself up, but he's the star of the heavyweight division. Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
just it's a lot of reasons I feel like why we not getting these fights and all this other stuff. But at the same time, I feel like boxing is still in a decent space because it's getting more looks, it's getting more recognition. Much as people hate the influence of boxing and the streamers and all of that shit is bringing people to boxing. I met 3 little boys yesterday, teenagers. They all told me they just started boxing. So I think boxing, the popularity of boxing is coming back. but you just got to give it all time to play out. You got to be patient. That's what I think.
True that. True that. I think one thing that I'm kind of concerned about um when it comes to boxing is the fact that we kind of touched on it a few minutes ago. Um, you're not going to have a lot of time for these fighters to build up. So you're going to start seeing cats at 15-0 wanting to be champions or going for championships, and a lot of these cats are really not made like that to get through it. You know what I mean? They're going to get in a tough fight, and they're going to, especially somebody who was a top prospect, if they weren't moved around correctly, whereas though they could be tested, you're going to see a whole lot of boxes just falling off. You know what I mean? And with the mental toughness that's going on with like this, it's like this generation or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know if they could fight up out of it. If you can understand what I'm saying. When those chips go down, you see, look at Jared Anderson. That's an example.
No,
It
he
seemed
was
like,
always fooled. Jerry Anderson was always fooled, B-boy.
yeah, he was always fooled, but the way he just falling apart is like, whoa. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. Damn,
And I
cat.
think two cent, you be getting upset when people call people trash, but but it's all relative though. Like obviously, like I said, I'm a sports guy, so it's relative. Like it's just like Stephen A. Smith and them when they be on the air, and they might say that an NBA player is trash. It's
Oh man,
relative
don't
to,
mention him.
but
Not
I'm just
Stephen
saying
A.
it's relative. It's relative to the other NBA players. When I call somebody, I can't speak for everybody, but when I call somebody trash, it's relative to the guys that I think are the best guys in boxing.
I didn't call anybody trash.
No, I'm saying you were saying that you don't like it when boxing fans call guys trash, and it's like, who are the guys that y'all want to see these guys fight? But
no,
like,
what I was saying was no. I wasn't saying I don't like when people call people trash. I'm making the point that people feel like either you're a superstar or you're trash, and I was saying that's why these fights are being viewed that way, because people aren't acknowledging the in between. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the in between should be in between, and I know I'm going to ruffle your feathers because I feel like Rolly is an in between guy, but he was a champion, so it's like then that's when everything gets misconstrued. Rolly literally has the talent to like the whole thing about Rolly. Rolly is a D+ level skill fighter, but he has some A level superpowers, and that's why I think 2 Cent, you was on on a panel with me when I was saying this. But it's about attributes, and I feel like Rolly has really good attributes, but as far as his boxing skills, they're D+ level, like they just really are. But Rolly obviously came from an MMA background, and one of the things about Rolly is he's physically gifted, so that shit can get you a long way in MMA when you can just overpower somebody and just beat them up and physically like exert your dominance over somebody, because you can grab them, you can punch them,
you can get you a long way in boxing too. Look at Deontay Wilder.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why his ceiling stopped so quick in boxing, because if you watch Rolly early in his career, that's how he was fighting. Rolly was literally, you be watching a Rolly fight like the Yiggett fight, the Jackson Marinez fight. Like Rolly literally used to walk guys down and literally like Rolly was brutal. Like that motherfucker was disrespectful as shit in the ring. Like literally just walking toward dudes, grabbing them, holding them, like hitting them with forearms, like everything, just beating dudes up. But then he got humbled by Gervonta Tank Davis and realized, shit, I can't just outpower everybody that I'm fighting against, because even these little ass motherfuckers, because Rolly in his mind, he felt like if leading up to the fight, Rolly thought that he would be able to. Can I finish?
But that's what I'm trying to say. No,
let me. I'm about to land my plane real quick.
You said the other day.
Yeah, but I'm gonna land my plane real quick. But that's the thing. Rolly thought if you look at him and Tank's interactions in the lead up to the fight, Rolly really thought oh, this little ass 5'4", 5'3" motherfucker, I'm gonna beat his ass. He's too small. I'm too strong. But Tank humbled the shit out of him, bro. And after that fight, if you notice, Rolly's whole style has changed. People talk about how Ismail Salas has changed Rolly's style. No, that fucking, what was it? That left straight right hand by Tank humbled his ass. And then he continued to get humbled, because I don't know if y'all know who the boy out of North Carolina. He knocked Rolly out in sparring, but he's a 135 pounder, small dude. But he knocked Rolly out in sparring with fucking 18-ounce gloves and headgear on. And he knocked him out in sparring. That happened after the Tank fight. And then obviously he got knocked out again by Pitbull Cruz. All of this shit literally humbled the shit out of Rolly. So Rolly ain't fighting in a different style. His ass just fighting cautious. He's fighting in a humble style. He's fighting in a style where, look, I got humbled and I thought shit was sweet and they showed me that it wasn't. So now I got to be cautious. That's the difference. Like, and like I said, Rolly literally with his skill set, Rolly should have been a gatekeeper. He should have been that type of guy, but he was a beneficiary of the politics of boxing. And I can't hate on him for it, because it's not Rolly's fault. He just benefited from it. Like, he just benefited from the system. Like, it is what it is.
I mean, it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Hey, T.O. done got the title shot coming off a loss. There's a lot of people that benefit off the system. I see you keep trying to press upon Rolly being a guy off of the system when, like I mentioned to you earlier, in which I'm pretty sure all 70 in the chat and all of us on the panel realize and knows that there's a lot of people, a lot of politics, a lot of bullshit come with the business with a lot of these fighters, bro. So that's just a simple fact of the matter. And, you know, like I said, Teofimo Lopez and fucking Rolly, both of them niggas is ass. Both niggas ain't show no fucking improvement. You know what I mean? So, and that's where I'm at with this shit, for real. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm just saying.
That fight Saturday was horrible.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of either one of them.
I'm about talking about some other shit. I'd rather talk about Jack Catterall possibly fighting T.O. and shit like that. But let me bring
Can I
Juke
say
in.
something real quick on this?
Yeah, go ahead, Juke.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's about
Hey, I was gonna say, I agree.
Juke.
What up? What up? I was gonna say I agree a lot with what 2 Cent was saying. I think that we have this idea like, oh, you're either like a top guy or you're D or F, and I think that's a problem. I think like because you can't, it doesn't make sense. Like it's illogical to think that way, because the people who you think is A level can't be A level if majority of everybody in their division is D level. You can't be A level by only being D levels, because what that means is there's only 2 good guys in either division and everyone else is a D. That doesn't make logical sense. That's impossible. And so when people are saying these things, like I don't think they understand it. Like you're like what you're saying. Like it's not. If everyone's a D level, then there are no A levels. You see what I'm saying? It can't be. You can't have a gap like that. And I actually think we have a lot of good fights. Like I really came in to talk about 175, but I guess he got back to Rolly. But what we were talking about yesterday is about, I get like, oh, he has these advantages, the system, political advantages. Rolly actually had very little. I think he still had to fight up the rankings. He still had to like fight up the rankings to get to that championship level to be a contender. That's something that Lomachenko never had to do, but no one talks about that, right? It's a whole bunch of fighters who after a loss, you get another shot immediately. People being ranked, and we can name a whole bunch of folks. We had the whole WBO belt was created to make sure Top Rank will always have a champion in most divisions. Right. So, if we want to talk about the politics, we're going to talk about it all the way. Another big thing about that's political, just to kind of show how just not only the sanctioning bodies, for example, like do things to help boost someone's legacy or championship status. Did y'all realize? I don't know if you guys noticed this. Before the T.O. fight, Rolly was not in the top 10 Ring magazine rankings for welterweight. But guess what? After T.O. beat him, he is now. So now they can say, did y'all know that? He suddenly made it to the rankings after losing to T.O., but he did not make it to the rankings after beating
Ryan. We looked up those rankings and we were saying, how is Rolly
Yes, we
not
did.
ranked?
He wasn't there. He wasn't
That's
there.
crazy.
But he's number 10 now. He's number 10 now. Why? Because now they didn't want to be able to say, oh, Rolly's a pound for pound level Ring magazine, which again, Ring magazine, it doesn't even mean anything to me, and it hasn't for a while. But that just goes to show you how they're doing things. So now they can say, oh, T.O. beat this pound for pound guy, blah, 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 right? But they want to, but when T.O., but they didn't put Rolly on there, so he couldn't say, I'm a pound for pound guy. You see what I'm saying? The timing of it is really interesting. right? He never made that pound for pound list until after he loses. Not right. So that just tells you a lot. So I think that, and to me, I don't think Rolly's D level. I think that I think he has some skill. I actually not disagree. I don't think that he fights like humbled or anything at all. I think actually last night was the most passive I've ever seen him fight. He fought him and T.O. to me fought like they didn't want to hurt each other. It looked like a sparring match. They didn't do anything. T.O. won because I feel like T.O. won because Rolly didn't win. And I feel like neither one of them did anything. It just looked, I don't know, it was very flat. So I don't know. Rolly has maintained aggression. I think if he was humbled and was very cautious, he wouldn't have been able to knock Ryan down. He went forward with Ryan. He went forward with even Pitbull. Even at the Pitbull put him down multiple times, he still came and tried to knock Pitbull down. He had probably the most damage I've ever seen on Pitbull's face. So I disagree with that whole notion as well, just based on the fights. This fight, I agree. He was very passive, but I think that's because of the friendship. I'm assuming, and that's something that I voiced before the fight. I said they're a little too buddy during this build up for me. And I'm praying that this doesn't show in the ring, and it, lo and behold, showed in the ring. But yeah, I think that the problem is that the fans kill off a lot of good fights before we even get them, because they automatically say this person's trash, this is trash, this is trash. I think 175 got a lot of good potential. I know you're talking about Najee, like Najee got hurt. Okay, it's 175 and they throwing punches. Yeah, but he got through it, right? So I think him and Ateep Overton, I think that fight can, if they like keep on the track that they're on, that fight can build to a big fight. And I really think that that's what's going to carry 175 forward. I don't know if they're going to let, what's his name, Eddie Hearn's guy get in the mix or not. I would love to see him. I want to see Morrell come back. I think there's a lot of good fights they made at 175 right now. I just think people aren't paying attention because there isn't any fan base drama associated with. And unfortunately, I feel like right now, social media, while can be a benefit to boxing, it kind of hurts it in some way, because only people care about to come and talk about is if there's some type of fan base beef or they want to come and talk about that. But because that's not happening at 175 right now, they don't care about it, right? So I think that's a part of it too. People want this reality show drama 24/7 and don't really appreciate the sport for what it is. But that's all I already got.
All right, true that, Chief.
Who just said that Benavidez was going up to heavyweight?
Oh, I did. They talking that shit. I don't know. You know how motherfuckers out here yapping Benavidez.
Right now is getting that on strap from Steeslick, and then he going after Opetaia if Opetaia won't smoke. If he won't smoke.
Okay, so my thing is, like, if he gonna fight, like, if you're gonna fight Opetaia and you call it for the, like, what is the issue? What is the drama? Like, you get what I'm saying? If Opetaia want to fight and Benavidez want to fight, what is really the problem? What is really the problem? Like, let's get down to what's really the problem. Because honestly,
the problem is Ja right now.
If the problem is Ja Opetaia is at Zuffa, then what are we talking about it for? What are we talking about it for? Ja not leaving Zuffa, and Benavidez ain't going to Zuffa. So what are we talking about it for?
No, I think it's more so Ja isn't, like I said earlier, he's not pursuing the fight by his actions. All he's doing is doing call outs like the rest of these motherfuckers out here. But then behind the scenes, he's trying to fight Noel McKillian and Ryan Rozicki and Chris Billiam Smith and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he's doing behind the scenes. Like, the call outs is a disguise for what he's truly trying to do. Like several guys that we talk about every day, you know what I'm saying, in boxing, you know what I mean? And that's what we're seeing from Ja Opetaia. Now you got David Benavidez pressing upon the action, saying, yo, Turkey, what's up? I know that's your guy, but we want to make something shake possibly, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can try to make something shake. And if he's pushing for it, then Ja Opetaia has he has no fucking thing but to answer that shit. No reason to not answer that shit at all. He has to answer that shit. That man is like, he's pushing and pursuing, where they're pushing and pursuing the Opetaia fight right now and thinking that they're going to get past Steeslick. Opetaia got to answer.
Shit, man, I seen they already trying to push this narrative and trying to say that Benavidez is ducking. They trying to say he ducking Opetaia. I was
He
like,
put
come on, man.
he put that's what I'm saying. He put the ball in them niggas' court there. Now it's up to them to answer. You know what I mean? Like it's up to them
Mm-hmm.
to want to come to the table and talk business. You know what I'm saying? Like it's up to them. Like we don't know whether the fight's going, what platform and all of that shit's gonna be on. I don't want to get into all of that particulars because we don't know. But I'm just saying, David reaching out and trying to make some shit shake. Then what's up? I don't want to
Yeah,
hear
but
nothing.
it
I don't
don't
want to hear
matter
nothing
if
from the
David reaching
Opetaia
out.
fans. What would you say, sis?
It don't matter if David reaching out though. That's what I'm
You
trying to
ain't
say,
confident
right?
in Opetaia at all.
Huh?
You ain't confident in Opetaia at all.
It's not that, right? I'm talking about the business of it all. Because it gets to be a waste of time. Like, can you cross promote or not? Are you gonna cross promote or not? Because if that's not something that they really want to do, which is obviously isn't, considering that to make the Ryan and Conor Ben fight, they had to go to court and cease and desist and all of this stuff they had to go through just to make that fight. Why would we think that this fight is gonna get made?
Despite the fact that it happened the way I said it happened, soon as David Benavidez went to him, and they was at you played it earlier when he went on and said, "I look forward to sharing a ring with you." Held that man hand and gave him a man's man handshake and looked at him eye to eye. That's pressure. That's pressing. You know what I mean? He was like, "Oh, okay, okay." Then the next thing you know, this nigga ran the side with Zuffa, man. That already shows you right there that he don't want that smoke. He said he wanted. He recognized it to be a payday, but he's not that confident. Anytime he know all he had to do was tell his manager, get in contact with David Benavidez people so we can see what's up with making a fight. Plain and simple. All they had to do was come to the table right then. No, he ran and signed with Zuffa, pretty much like Jalen Williams did when he became a free agent again, and he ran and signed with Zuffa, even though the zone had a competing deal for him on the zone.
So y'all see Ja Opetaia and Benavidez as a competitive fight? Like how y'all see that fight? Like what it look like to y'all?
Man, David Benavidez whipped Joe Bataille ass, yo.
That bad.
Seriously.
I think it's a competitive fight. I think it's competitive. I think Ja needs to like really, if he's gonna take that fight, he needs to like really press early. Only because recently, like he kind of wanes and fights a little bit. Like as the rounds go and Benavidez gets stronger, you don't want to get
Oh, that's a
past round
terrible
6, 7.
matchup off of
You
that alone.
Yeah, but I'm
that
saying like
Just
fight
off of that.
but I think Ja could potentially hurt Benavidez, right? Like, I just think that you would have to get so he would really have to like really like dominate and or hurt Benavidez and like dominate the first half unless he do something with again I don't know if that's just his stamina in general. I just think it's been more lately. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's competitive. I would still lean Benavidez though.
I think it'd be competitive for about 5, maybe 6 rounds. I'd say 5 rounds.
Mm,
Yeah, he got
mm.
exactly. I feel like he got a puncher's chance because Ja can punch. He can punch, but no, as the fight goes on, I feel like David just gonna overwhelm him.
He
But
gonna
he
So
got
roll
what do
him
that.
up
y'all
like
think? What
Zerto.
what what do y'all think that people see in Ja that makes them think that he can beat Benavidez? Because I watched Ja last fight and I watched like I think I seen his last 2 fights and I'm like I don't see it. Like what is it? Like am I
I think
missing
it's
something?
because he's been in the division longer. I mean, Jai is skilled. He can fight. Like I mean, he is, and you just never know, right? There's still. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Benavidez absolutely wins. Jai don't got opportunity. Yes, he does. Of course, he does. You know what I'm saying? Because John has more experience fighting bigger men than Benavidez has. So I think
Mm, that's a
that
good
does
point.
that does play a part of it. Like it's one thing you to overwhelm these guys, yeah, but like you haven't been doing that long. Like, this is what Jai does. Jai's been hit by big guys before and stood up against it. You know what I'm saying? We got to see if Benavidez can. So I think that unknown is like a big factor.
That's good. That's good. Okay, okay. I mean, if they make the fight, let's make it. But I don't want to keep calling for a fight while ignoring the facts. So, like, this shit is not finna be happening. Like, clearly you
And
can see it's
I
not
feel
finna be
you 2
happening.
Cent. I feel you 2 Cent. But it's like me and Cam was talking about earlier. Like the size of the street is becoming less of a thing. It was on the way to becoming less of a thing. But then obviously you had this Zuffa shit. So now
Right.
that's still the size of the street. And it really I'm looking at the IBF rankings because I've been waiting for them to literally name Aaron McKenna as the IBF 160-pound champion, but they still have yet to update the page. It's the title is still vacant. I'm looking at it right now, and it's crazy because I don't know if y'all actually watched the fight with the McKenna when he fought. Who did he fight? He fought that.
I watched it.
But did you notice 2 Cent? Did you notice? Yeah, but did you notice 2 Cent? Literally, they never throughout the whole broadcast, they never like said anything about the IBF. They literally had like in the caption, like the bottom of the screen, they had Zuffa. They had Zuffa 160-pound championship, and I feel like the IBF is mad about that shit, bro. Because I was wondering, I'm like, bro.
And let me say this. Let me tell y'all this. Do y'all remember? Because look, I'm gonna talk about this on my show. Because remember, I was telling y'all they're doing this. It's an agenda behind it. I just haven't figured out what. I figured out that agenda, and y'all make sure y'all join me Friday night for ladies night, 8:30 p.m. Me and Juke, and we're gonna discuss it because I figured out the agenda of why they are doing that, and that's what I'm telling y'all. This is why the fucking sanctioning bodies is not going to fool with them because they're playing games. It's a reason why they won't acknowledge the different sanctioning bodies and trying to just acknowledge it like it's just one welterweight or what was it, middleweight champion or whatever the division was. Why they keep doing that? And you can't expect. And then when the sanctioning bodies don't want to fool with them, they're gonna try to blame the sanctioning bodies when it's Zuffa with this passive aggressive stuff they doing. So if they don't say he's the IBF champion, they shouldn't, because Zuffa keeps breaking the rules on how they're supposed to title these things and display the belts, and like they're not following the rules and the guidelines of how it's supposed to be. And so if McKenna
Dana White is a dickhead. Dana White is a dickhead.
He
He's gonna have to break that dude, bro. And he's a elitist. So it's hard to break an elitist, a motherfucker that's always.
It's not Dana White. Dana White, from what I hear, is actually beefing with the people in charge because he don't want to run shit how they're running shit. He don't necessarily agree with that. Dana White is a puppet. I know we keep saying his name and all that. He's the fall guy. He's a puppet. He's not running shit. So that whoever this is behind them, y'all gotta understand this is a hostile takeover. Nothing Zuffa does is to cooperate or to be beneficial. Everything they are doing has an agenda to somehow undermine traditional boxing. And that's what I want people to realize. It's like, oh, y'all hate Zuffa. It's not about if I like or hate Zuffa. I'm just pointing out what's going on and what's happening. They don't.
You're right. I shouldn't have said Dana White because you're right, 2 Cent, because it is actually. I mean, Zuffa. We know Zuffa is owned by the Saudi Arabian hedge fund. Like 60% of Zuffa and TKO boxing is. So yeah, obviously, like yeah.
Let me say this, and I'm gonna hop off. Did y'all hear when T.O. said they have a plan within the next 10 years to get rid of the sanctioning body belts? And let me say this. I don't think T.O. made that up. And I think that they're telling these fighters that before they're getting them contracts. So they're making it seem like, oh, like you're going to be the pioneer to something new. Like, yeah, we're trying to get rid of all the sanctioning bodies within the next 10 years. And T.O. like, fuck that. I don't want to be a part of that. You get what I'm saying? So
this is why I keep saying, everybody like, oh, John didn't know any better. He was tricked. No, he wasn't. He know.
Exactly.
Ja just fell for the bag, and at the end of the day, like a lot of these guys do, Ja is not a big time name, so Zuffa just threw money at him, and they knew they could get him that way. It's the same thing with Shakur. Shakur talking about, it's crazy because you said that 2 Cent, but Shakur thinks that he's a pioneer. He said the same shit, but what he don't understand is, yeah, you're a pioneer right now, but I guarantee you, Shakur probably signed the biggest Zuffa deal, unless obviously Zuffa could get like a Tank Davis or somebody like that, which they probably won't be able to. But Shakur probably signed the biggest deal in Zuffa boxing history. Nobody's ever going to sign for as much money as Shakur signed for. And I don't know how much he signed for, but they probably did break the bank a little bit for Shakur. But nobody, once they get boxing to the way they want to get it, these big contracts for these boxers are going to fucking disappear. And he don't realize that because he don't got any foresight. But
they giving them all the same sales script. They're giving them all the same sales script, which is why we hearing them say the same things. And they don't realize they're going to be used as pawns.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be used as pawns. I don't think Zuffa is going to do anything for their careers, in my opinion. They're just going to be used as pawns to undermine sanctioning bodies. That's my 2 cents about that. But I got to hop off here, y'all. I might hop on in a few.
All right.
Steelmatic, what it do, boy?
Yo, what's good, y'all? Salute, panel. Salute, Cam. What's good?
Yo, what's going on?
Yo, smoking Shano's Clan Pack, Radio Clan Pack per usual. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all think about?
I got the Opetaia.
What y'all think about the whole Vergil Jermell Charlo situation? What y'all think about that? What y'all think?
Vergil
in my opinion,
Jermell and Vergil. I don't think. I don't see. This is my thing. I said it earlier when I was talking about it. I'm not so sure how 100 they. You know what I'm saying? That shit is solid as far as the report from Mike Cobbinger. Even though that same report, my brother, the boxing source, reported that same shit 2-3 weeks ago. But when he said it, motherfuckers didn't want to recognize it, and I spoke about it then. But I was like, I don't know 100%. We'll see. But what we heard recently from Jermell told us recently, like, yo, shit, I talked to Al. We lining up this Tim Tszyu fight right now. So, shit, we going to see what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make this shit shake. So, going off of Mill's word this past week, he talking about Tim Tszyu. Mike Cobbinger talking about Vergil and Mill. I don't know which one to believe. That's why I said I got to wait and see how this shit play out. I don't know which one to believe right now.
Hey,
I mean,
man,
if Vergil was real, why don't he fight the older brother Maul? Maul already there at he already there at 54?
No, Maul is 68.
Mm-hmm.
He is 68. Yeah. So he ain't. So he wouldn't be fighting. He wouldn't be fighting no fucking 68. Now, Vergil,
we do know Cam where Mike Coppinger's loyalties lie. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a bag over there. Yeah, he's a Ring Magazine guy, and Vergil is more of a Ring Magazine guy than Jermell is. So, you know, he gonna make it look like he gonna make Vergil look good. You know what I'm saying, to the public, rather than making Jermell look good to the public. Because we all know this is a duck move, bro. He's talking about like he's leaving the division. Honestly, it's crazy because he's leaving 160, and me knowing looking at guy, Vergil is not even a big 154 pounder. He's actually gonna be small at 160, and the crazy thing about it is it's only a few guys that I feel like Vergil can beat at 160, the top guys anyways, because I feel like the best guys are just going to be too big for Vergil. But at 154, you still got smoke, Vergil. Why don't you fight a Bakram Murtazaliev? Bakram still is a fresh dude. I think Bakram is probably 30 right now. Bakram has never been in any wars. He ain't never get beat up by nobody. A lot of people thought that Josh Kelly actually lost that fight and it was a robbery. I mean, I feel like it was a close fight, but I do think Josh Kelly, edged it a little bit, but I wouldn't have been mad either way that it went, honestly. But it's like, why don't you fight guys like that? But it's because he don't really want to, bro. He's really running from smoke. And I think Vergil Ortiz's career, if people don't realize it by now, bro, his whole career has been it's been smoke and mirrors. Like, it's the reason why the dude has never fought for a championship, and he's 28, 29 years old right now. Like, they've been.
That's hard to do with track shoes on, bro.
Running. He's running.
But yeah, like I said, it's guys at 154 that Vergil could fight, but he running out of the division and he trying to get fights with Jermell Charlo, who been out of the ring for 3 years, trying to get a fight with Tim Tszyu, who we just saw what he looked like against Errol Spence. Errol Spence was literally probably about 60% of himself, bro, and he couldn't stop that dude. And Earl is one of my favorite fighters of all time. I couldn't even finish watching the fight. I turned the shit off because I was like, bro, I can't watch this. He looks so bad. And Tim Tszyu couldn't even stop that dude. So it's like, You going up to 160 and you cherry picking. But it's guys at 154 that are high ranking that could actually put you in contention for belts. But you don't want that. You want to fight cherry picks. You want to fight guys that you can pick off, and that's been his entire career. So I don't believe it.
That's a fact. I mean, shit, motherfucking, we was talking about Vergil and shit yesterday with Charles Conwell with that situation. Charles Conwell just read up with Golden Boy with a 2-fight deal, and ain't no motion for us that, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe Charles Conwell moves up to 60 and try to fight Vergil at 60 or something, possibly. I don't know. But Vergil at 60, I mean, he's trying to find an easier path to get a title right now from what Robert Garcia and them is saying in these interviews and everything. But it's not a sure thing that they're going to do that because they haven't showed us that they wanted to go after a title in the divisions that they've been in. So that's why, I'm not sold on whatever they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to paint the narrative, Boots ducking them and shit, when we literally watch these motherfuckers duck twice in a year. So nobody ain't got time to be worried about motherfucking Vergil Ortiz. Motherfuckers is moving past him. You know what I mean? Right now.
Vergil might end up getting stopped by
What's
Jamel.
crazy to me about the whole easy path to a title is that Vergil got to 154 before Boots, like at least about a year, right? Wasn't he there a year before Boots?
Yeah, I want to say a year, at least half of a year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you had the opportunity, and that's when I think I'm not Bud, Lord. Yeah, because those belts have become vacant, right, from Jamel. And I don't have a problem with fighting Jamel if Jamel got to fight first, but I don't want to see Jamel off a 3-year layoff. And I felt this way. I felt like the only reason they started talking about Boots again, Vergil, I'm talking about the reason they started talking about Boots again is because I really believe that they were banking and hoping that Earl won that fight. And if Earl won that fight, they would have never mentioned Boots again. They would have tried to get that Earl fight. But Earl lost. And so now they're talking about Tim doing all this. It's just, I just don't think, I don't know. It's like he don't want to fight anybody who's like his contemporaries or something.
We all saw the play, you right about that. He definitely would have. If Earl would have won that fight, no doubt in my mind, he would have been calling Earl out. You right about that.
Yep.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, okay, so then he had to pivot to Boots and just call him out. Again, I know they're like, oh, that Boots, call his bluff. Boots didn't call the man's bluff twice. I'm not about to I don't think we would keep asking champions and A-sides to keep calling B-side bluffs all day. I ain't got time for that. Like, my thing is, if you want the fight, you want the fight. Xander had the same issue with this man. I think everybody tried to make a fight with this man. Apparently, I don't know what path he on, but it's unfortunate because I really like Vergil as a fighter. I think he's exciting and good for boxing, but I'm kind of over him at this point. And 160 don't make sense to me either right now. Like, why? It's dumb.
I mean, it would have made sense if he was going for a title, but to be fighting Jamel Charlo or Tim Tszyu, that doesn't make sense. I mean, outside of what I've always thought about Vergil Ortiz, he just want a big money fight. He don't really care about the belts because if he did, he would be pushing for the Sebastian Fundora mandatory. He would have been pushing for any mandatory that he had for the last 4 or 5 years. The man's been a mandatory for like 4 years, 5 years straight. He was a mandatory for like two years while he was at 147, and then he's been a mandatory for like the last 2-3 years since he's been at 54. So
yeah, he was a mandatory. He's been a mandatory at 154 since he beat Serhaj Boachuk. That was for. Well, he was the interim champion. He's been the interim champion since he beat Serhaj Boachuk, and that's been over a year. So yeah, you right.
Yeah, I mean, so he just want big money fights because you can't say you're not waiting on Boots and you want to get a title and then you go to 60 and fight somebody who doesn't have a title. They're not even in position to get a title. So there's no title in your near future by fighting Jamel Charlo or fighting Tim Tszyu because they're not number one in any sanctioned body. So I don't think he's looking for a title. I think he's just looking for the money. I think he wanted the Boots fight, and that's the reason why he pulled out because he wanted more money for the Boots fight. He wanted a big money fight. He don't care about the title. Boots wasn't.
But do you think that's him? You think that's him, D Free, or do you think that's his manager?
That's him because he pulled out of the Boots fight. Oscar said, "I tried to get you $3 million, but you wanted $7 million." He pulled
Yeah,
out
but
of the
not
beef
but
fight.
but that's what I'm saying. Not Oscar, his manager. That manager, what's his name? I forgot what the manager's name is, because that's what it was really about. Oscar can't stand his manager. He don't like
You
him.
about Rick?
I mean,
You about Rick Meridian?
Rick Meridian, yeah.
yeah,
So like,
even if it's his manager, it's still him because
I
his manager,
agree.
his manager
Yeah,
works
I
for
agree.
him. So
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's his manager, his trainer, whoever it is him. That's his team. That's the team that he put together. He hired the manager. He hired his trainers. He hired all those people. He signed with Oscar De La Hoya. That's all of his doing. So it's him all the way around.
But I mean, you make a good point, and because I think all of us on this panel would agree that even if Vergil could go up to 160 right now, and I would pick him, I would favor him to beat McKenna, even though McKenna is not listed on the as the IBF champion right now. So I don't know if he's actually the champion or not, because I really feel like they being petty right now. IBF, they be on top of shit, and that title is still saying.
That's the question. Did when he won that title, they didn't give him a Zuffa belt. They gave him the IBF
it wasn't no Zuffa belt on the line. They put what they did. Zuffa, they're doing the same shit they're doing for the Ryan Garcia kind of Ben fight, where they're when it comes up to a belt, they are promoted as a world championship. They're not going to acknowledge it as, oh, it's the IBF or it's the WBO. They're not acknowledging it. That's what they did with the Aaron McKenna fight, where they didn't acknowledge the title at all. They presented the title to Aaron McKenna, but they didn't acknowledge it like, oh, Aaron McKenna, the new IBF champion. Like, they like, oh, the new world middleweight champion and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's all they did.
I know all that.
I didn't hear him on the broadcast. I didn't hear him on the broadcast, any of the analysts, not one time. And obviously, like, I was sipping a little bit, but from my memory, bro, like, I don't remember them saying anything about the IBF championship being on the line, bro. They didn't.
They didn't at all. I mean, even in the title, they had middleweight world champion. They didn't put IBF up there. But I was just trying to remember if a Zuffa belt was given to him, because I know the IBF belt was given to him. But if he's not listed as the IBF champion, then he's not a champion at all.
Exactly. That's what and I'm looking at it right now. He's not.
And I honestly, I don't think the IBF is being petty. I think that's a violation, because think about this for a second. If you're saying it's the Zuffa middleweight champion, but then you're using my belt, what you are in fact doing is conflating the two for the general public, so that your belt will be associated with Zuffa, even though Zuffa did nothing to build the history that the IBF did. That is very disrespectful. Imagine you have a brand and you're allowing them to use your brand and your product, and then they don't name your name or the product and just put your product out there, and then slap their name on it as if it's theirs. That is a violation of the IBF rules as well. Like that's a huge violation. So I can see if they roll back and said, no, you're not gonna get this title, because it should have had IBF championship. They're undermining them, and I keep telling people this, like, oh, it's just extra boxing. I'm telling you, they're undermining. They are 2 cents right. They are undermining boxing, and they're trying to. That's their part of their plan to get rid of those belts, because they're trying to just take away their name. They're not using the IBF name. They're doing the same thing with Ryan fight. They're not using WBC's name. They're trying to just basically use their belts, so because people recognize the belts visually, and then slap their name on it. Imagine someone did that to something that you created. It's crazy. So yeah, I would strip McKenna if it was me.
I agree, but even with that being said,
all right, y'all. I gotta shut it down, because my sister Jag Queen, she interviewing Jamal Harvey that just got a crazy knockout this past weekend. So I want to definitely tap in and send everybody over there to go enjoy this conversation with Jamal Harvey, y'all. So appreciate y'all.
All right, bet.
So,
salute, bro.
Yeah,
Jamal way
Harvey,
over
man.
there.
Yeah, Jag Queen got Jamal Harvey over there on Jag Queen Boxing, man. So I gotta go over there tap in with Twin, man. With my twin.
Hey, Cam,
we back
can you
at
put
it
the link in
tomorrow.
the chat?
All right.
Yeah. I got you. I got you, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. Let me put it in there. Yeah, Jag Queen live. She got Jamal Harvey in the building. And I'm going to put the link in the chat for y'all so everybody know. And it's going down, man. It's going down. And so we're going to be back at it tomorrow. I say about
Uh,
I'll say about 11:30 tomorrow.
all right. We get with you tomorrow.
11:30
I'm over
tomorrow.
there looking at it now. Yeah, she just
Yes,
started.
so. hey, motherfucker, got a flyer in the comments and shit. This motherfucker calling fucking Turkey his excellency and shit. Like, bro, stop it.
Man, man, he one of them motherfuckers that don't want to be free. He want to keep the chains on his legs and shit, on his ankles.
Like, how you 78 calling niggas your excellency, bro? It don't make
Man,
no sense, bro. You damn near just as old as the nigga, bro. You ain't gotta call that man excellency, bro. You know what I mean?
What I miss? What I miss?
Nah, I was looking at I was looking at Flyer in the comments. He is talking about Turkey, like, oh, Turkey, the excellency. I'm like, nigga, you like 78 calling this man your fucking excellency and shit, bro. Like, well, you just old as this motherfucker. Like, come on, bro. Why did you call this man your excellency, bro?
No, I
like,
remember.
You just as old as this nigga.
I remember when people were trying to tell me, they were like, no, Turkey's the prince. I was like, that nigga ain't no damn prince. He worked for the prince. He ain't no damn prince.
Work for him. He got on playing video games with him.
I ain't
play video games.
Calling no man your excellency. You're nothing over me. You're nothing over me. You're a regular old dude to me.
Exactly.
I'm calling you Turkey. Your mama named you Turkey. I'm gonna call you Turkey. Your job, Turkey.
Far, you should never reference excellency at all, bro. I don't give a fuck if you said it. Oh, he is or no, nigga. You referenced it.
No, you said
at all, nigga. The fuck is you talking
about? Fire, you bugging.
Your mama named you Turkey. I'm gonna call you Turkey. Your job, Turkey sucker.
Nigga, I'm calling you Turkey. That's his fucking name. Turkey Alashiki, nigga. Turkey Alashiki.
Turkey Alashiki.
However you want to fucking call it, nigga. That's what we're calling that motherfucker. We ain't calling that nigga your excellency and shit.
Call him hold my hand, Mr. Hold my hands and shit. You holding hands with everybody. Hold hands with a grown man.
I'm gonna call that nigga Mr. Touchy Philly. That's what I'm gonna call him.
I'm gonna put motherfucking Turkey as a motherfucking wrestler tonight. Watch, I'm gonna have his ass as a motherfucking like an enforcer.
Like the Iron Sheik. Like the Iron Sheik, he gotta be the manager. He the Iron Sheik and shit. Make Turkey and have Bud be his star protege in the ring. Have him and Bud coming down the ring holding hands. They better be glad motherfuckers.
He said Turkey family share power with the Crown family. He is his excellency.
No, he's not, man.
You know what I'm saying, bro? You call nigga, that is your nigga. That's your excellency. You keep calling him that.
No, that man family don't share no. They don't share no power. They only get power from whatever the prince say you get. The prince say you got some power, then you got some power. He said you ain't got no power. You ain't got no power. You ain't share nothing.
It's crazy, bro.
That's like saying, what's the dude on Coming to America? He shared power with Prince Hakeem. No,
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He don't share no power. He worked for him.
He a servant. Plain and simple, a servant.
He is his excellency.
Man, niggas believe any goddamn thing, yo. That's crazy. All right, man. We get with you.
Man. Over there. We over there at Jag Queen, man. We at Jag Queen Boxing, man. We over there.
I'm already there. All right, man.
Crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit. Fine show. We gonna be back at this thing. We're gonna be back at this thing tomorrow, man, for sure, man. We're gonna be back at it. I say about like 11. 11:30 type shit tomorrow, man, for sure. So definitely, man, tap back in, man, tomorrow, man. We definitely gonna have another fire show for sure. We over there with Jag Queen Boxing. She interviewing the hot prospect from MVP, Jamal Harvey, man, coming off a crazy knockout this past weekend. And I'm gonna show y'all the knockout leaving out of here. Love y'all. Appreciate all the love and support on today's show, man. We ain't get to 100 likes. We're going to get to 100 likes tomorrow, though, man, for sure. So, salute to y'all, man. Love y'all. And peace. We over there at Jag Queen Boxing.
Referee's eyes have been fixated. Just like that. Knockout victory for Jamal Harvey in round 2.
Niggas in their feelings again. Oh, I see niggas in their feelings again. Your mama should have raised you, bitch made suckers to have thicker skin. I'ma always tell the truth. I'ma always tell the truth. If the truth hurts your feelings, that's a problem that's on you. Brittle heart.